Wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, and what a day. We're actually ripping right now past the opening high. We gapped up. We're actually up 4% right now. But positive trade news from China, way better than expected. We heard bad stuff about the biotechs, but then they recovered. Trump just put out another True Social on the spending bill and kind of pumping that, and now we're just running through. But both long terms are now at all-time highs. And yeah, now we're chilling, bro. But ride it up. You're about to hit the FOMO zone, which I told you guys about a week ago. And get ready, because like I told you, 58.48. Get ready. But yeah, Trump posted about one big, beautiful bill. Google's going up, Meta, everything. And we've already taken a lot of profits, got a lot of free plays. Hopefully you're managing. And then now let me get ready for Philo and enjoy your rally. That's it. Enjoy the rip, bro. And that's all-time highs, baby. This is insane. So yeah, no, literally, bro. All-time highs. We're back to 247. The last time we were at 247, the SPY was up, I think, 30 points. So think about that, too. So last time we were at 247, it was up 30 points. Ta-da! So yeah, man. And the small account. So get a crib. But let me go to the bathroom. Let me go get a carbo and get ready. You could either FOMO trades. You should have already gotten a bunch today. Or, yeah, do whatever you want, bro. We're killing it, bro. Killing it. That's it. Vibe.
Other Fed members as well. So this is a Fed that I think at the minimum is still going to be on the sidelines, but is certainly sort of guarding for a more downside scenario, definitely a much more of a downside scenario than what we're seeing in the pricing in the market right now, which is an S&P up 3% on the day, if you can believe it, Kaylee Lines.
Yeah, almost 4 full percentage points on the NASDAQ 100. Bloomberg's Romaine Bostic live in New York for us. Thank you so much. Of course, all of that being driven by the headlines out of the U.S. and China talks over the weekend. So we want to get more on that now and turn to Sam Sachs, professor of China Studies at Yale University, who is joining us on Bloomberg TV and radio. Professor Sachs, welcome to Balance of Power. When we consider how different a place we are in now compared to before these talks beginning in Geneva over the weekend, from 145% and 125% respectively down to 30 and 10%. Yes, both sides took tariffs down by an equal amount, but do you actually see this as a truce that is equal, or did China actually kind of come out the winner here?
It's too soon to know. Both sides have essentially agreed that talking is happening, and they couldn't even get that basic point straight between the two of them. We were engaged in this long game of chicken where Trump was insisting that she wanted a deal, and she didn't want to look weak, potentially facing a President Zelensky moment in the White House. So the fact that they have agreed to announce that talks are beginning itself is a stabilizing factor, but it tells us nothing about what the nature of any agreement actually will look like.
Professor Sachs, what is the significance of the two sides actually putting together a joint statement? There is a lot of optics in every trade negotiation, of course, but with China, the optics count even more. What do you make of this after just 2 days of discussions between the two sides?
Both sides want a deal. That's the bottom line. And I think it's coming from a place of political and economic weakness in both countries. What the joint statement says so far doesn't actually tell us anything. By and large, the statements are identical in Chinese and English, with the exception of some word choicing. I think whether or not they can get to a joint public agreement, once we get into the really hard
it's so
issues,
crazy,
like
how the market went so bad.
What does fentanyl cooperation entail?
It was you!
The Chinese side.
It's you guys scaring everybody. It's actually unreal, bro. So now that we're getting trade deals and stuff, we have a lot more. But remember what I told you guys, the whole just manufactured crisis, and then walking back I don't think you'll ever see that level of uncertainty. Maybe in another 10, 20 years, or if we actually get a hard landing deflation. But I don't, dude, you've never seen global uncertainty. That was historically 10 standard deviations, bro. It wasn't normal. It was very unnatural. You have never experienced that level of uncertainty. And for what? But so it's funny how quickly we're back, but Yeah, man. Welcome to the market, man. Welcome to the market. But on that note, ABB is exploring potential sale of robotics unit worth more than $3.5 billion. Can we trade them? ABB? No. I think it's foreign. Or ABLZF? That might be the ticker. And then Google and then Spy had that. But yeah, baby. It's Philo time. So, I got a good one for you today. Just all over the place that we're going to talk about. I think it's very inspiring and motivating. But above all else, you paid to be here. I hope you guys realize China trade easing doesn't mean a quick Fed cut. Deutsche Bank. Nice. But you know why you're here, man. Okay? We have a lot of things to cover, and you paid to be here, and I'm going to talk about God and the Bible and whatever else I want to. If you don't like that, that's fine. I'm not trying to change your beliefs. I'm trying to speak to the people who want to be here, and I'm trying to do what I want to do. You know, so don't take it too personally, but we are not going to tolerate anything that's distracting. So keep it about the stock market. I'm not going to answer any questions while I'm doing this unless it's breaking news. I will put down everything and we'll get to it. And you have a news wire and you can follow along. So it's very simple. If you want to trade, you trade and you be involved and show that you're focused on that with your content. Other than that, you listen to Philo. Everything else will ban because we want to work. Good workflow, baby, and lock in. So it's been great so far, and I do appreciate that. And actually, I'll start with that, bro. I will start with it. Do you guys realize how much I love you? Do you know that? Seriously. Bro, I'm telling you, because I know lately, bro, I'm sure some people think I'm like angry, and I may not, in all these changes. But do those of you who have been locked in, do you realize I have a lot more affection towards you? Like, for real. I don't know if you guys feel it. Do you? Do you feel? I hope you do. Because, bro, this is amazing. I'm telling you, I'm honored. You have no idea how grateful I am to be here. You have no idea how it feels, bro. It's a blessing. What do you mean? In one of the hardest times in the world and all this and people getting chopped. And I know we have thousands of people who are advancing, leading the way, bro. Good work. And it's amazing. And I'm glad to know that thousands of you were kept safe. I love that. That's what I'm saying, bro. So if you think I'm bothered, I mean, my friend, I want you safe. I want the mission. I want to get closer to it. And seeing us closer is a good thing. But above all else, man, let's go and keep up the good work, you guys. And I hope you see why, and I hope you see things. And even what we're going to talk about today, so many things to remind you, bro. But yeah, you're not behind, but you got to start making good decisions. Do you understand? For anybody out there, and maybe you're not in the lead, and maybe you're not advancing, cool. But you got to start making choices. You got to start making decisions, and you got to start making the right ones and sticking with them. And it may seem like a burden, but it's not. It's just you got to get the momentum, and little by little, baby. And before you know it, get on the right path. Like Ligo said, baby, the longer you ride the wrong train, the more expensive it is to go home. Don't forget that, okay? But that being said now, today's Philo, I'm going to hit you back with yesterday's Philo on Friday. Because, bro, this whole weekend, I was very grateful. And I was chilling, and I was waiting for trade deals and other stuff. But, man, I was loving life. And finger to the sky, and I was reading a lot. But this concept kept coming up. No matter where I turned in the Bible, no matter what pastor I listened to, I couldn't escape the theme that I told you on Friday. And that's why I was excited about it, because I'm like, man, I was just walking around all weekend in my head. I'm just thanking God for everything, bro. It was a good time. But, Chad, I need you all to realize this. It's time to let go. Do you understand? We talked about this on Friday. I mean this. And I think some of you, bro, you better pray for discernment. You know, this Philo is just a Philo. You're not special, bro, okay? God is not speaking to you. And you want to know how God speaks to you? When you pray and you take the right steps. You know that? God whispers. He doesn't yell at you on YouTube. I just so you guys know. So pray for discernment, all right? But I will tell you, I think some of you just need to let go. And the moment you let go of all this pressure, the moment you let go of, I need to get all this money or my life's a failure. No, I need to get this because I'm young. No, bro, it's very simple. I need you to drop all of it. You need to chase the things that matter in life. Real joy, family, again, being able to be at rest with yourself. The money will come. That's why I'm telling you, some of you, man, the money is going to fall in your lap once you open up the door and let it. But you're not if you keep clinging to these things and this pressure of the world. And I'm telling you, it's blocking you in so many ways. It's forcing a lot, yes. And the emotions behind it are so unnecessary, my brother. For real. And it doesn't make you a good person. It does not make you good to be around. And it makes you violent. And you have this pressure internally, and it's showing. It's time to let go, bro. Do you realize, and I think some of you, man, you have skills. I've told you this. But those same levels of skills, I think, add a burden. And it makes you feel like you have even more pressure. So I'll just tell you right now. Do you know that God never asked you to drive? You know that, right? Just let go of the wheel, bro. For real. You have to be okay with wherever. That's what we were talking about, bro. What are you going to do if you don't get everything you want? That's okay. I'm still happy to be here. That's why I was so grateful this weekend, because I'm like, man, I love so many things and I feel so grateful. But I would still feel grateful if I didn't have it. That's where I was like, man, I already feel joyful, but it's not because of where I'm at. I'm telling you guys, this is big. But you got to let go. Let go of the wheel, bro. He never asked you to drive. He asked you to trust him. You know what I'm saying? He said, do the best that you can of yourself. You're not expected to maneuver and do all these crazy things. It's very simple. So, I was telling you prior, nothing is wasted. And can we just acknowledge it for a second? Do you guys not like easy? And it's nice, and sometimes we've been given a lot of easy things in life, and it's always great. But let's be real. Easy creates weakness. That's it. You get things in life easy, it's not developing your character. You go through a challenge and you get out the easy way, it's not developing a way out. You're not learning things. So I know life has pressure and it feels a certain way. But I need you to remember that too, that easy does not create weakness. So if you are going through something that isn't easy, you should be reminding yourself of this. That there is something out of it and there is a strength that comes out of it. But and this is the problem. I love that little Johnny Chain thing that we heard the other day. Because he said, you're always saying, why God? Why God? No. You have to realize, and this is where, bro, I'm telling you, some of y'all, I would love for you to open your mind up right now. And I think you will take the next level when you realize that whatever you're going through is not a punishment. It is preparation, literally. Do you understand? Stop. This isn't about you. You are not that important. That's good and bad. But that way you could stop taking yourself so seriously, humble yourself, and relax. It's not all about you. Okay? The world is not trying to take you out. It's the ocean. The ocean doesn't care who is floating in it. It doesn't. Do you understand? It is not there to punish you. It doesn't give a whether you're punished or rewarded. Oh, Do you hear me right now? The ocean takes zero pleasure in punishing you or rewarding you. So stop with this idea that anything's a punishment. It's not. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. The sooner you realize this, the sooner that dark hole starts to light up. So keep this in mind. And if it is dark, it will get light once again. And in the same respect, too, I've even been saying it, man. Some of y'all, too, things do good. There's thousands of you that things are going great financially. Awesome. But guess what? That is not anything in life. And I don't care whether you're in the lead. I don't care if you think you are chosen. None of that matters. Because that is not VIP access to success. Do you understand? I need all of you to realize this. It is a battlefield. Are you all aware that this whole financial freedom, I'm going to get what I want in life, and then I'm still going to be happy? Y'all haven't even figured out that part. You think the first challenge is getting the money? Wait till you have to find, you're going to get the money. You still might not be happy. Oh yeah, that happens a lot. This is what I mean. This is a battlefield, my friends. That's why you think you're getting punished. No, you are getting prepared. You think right when the moment you think you could take it easy. No, it's a battlefield. And right when you think you are getting defeated, my brother, in battle, until the enemy is gone. No, that's still an enemy. You're still in the fight. Oh, it's beautiful how it works, but this all means work. Drive. This even means working through pain. This means you might get injured, but this also means victory. This also means territory. This also means defense. Oh, so Chad, I hope you feel me. But this is the thing, bro. And this was one of the main themes, the two things I couldn't get away from this weekend. It's funny because I can relate to one more so than others. I like the let go thing, and I like that a lot because I've seen it in the chat. I've seen it in my life and how beneficial it's been to me. But there was one more theme that kept coming up. But I don't think this applies to me as much. You know? Maybe it does. I don't know. But I couldn't escape this. And I'll tell you what it is. But I don't know who it's for. But I think it's for all of us. I don't even think I could comprehend it, to be honest. Because I already feel blessed. I'm already like, God, I'm mad content. But I'm hungry. But here's the deal, Chad. Are you ready? I really think there's more for you. Even if you think you have a lot or you have nothing, I genuinely believe there is more. Everywhere I looked this weekend, I kept seeing conversations and readings and Bible everywhere. Just God is making a way for you. And I need some of y'all to realize this. Do you understand? I do. I think some of y'all, that's why I said you just got to trust it. You don't need to take the wheel. He is going to clear out everything. Do you understand? Oh, see, but here's the problem with what I'm going to tell you. I need you to hear me right now. Because some of you are going to hear this and it's going to f you up terribly. Some of you are going to hear this and this is going to be amazing. Because like we talked about, just because God is going to clear a way, you can't just sit there and wait. Do you understand? God clearing a way does not mean VIP access, like I'm telling you. If anything, this means you're probably going to have to fight a little harder. This means the battlefield is going to probably get more intense. You know, the stories of the battlefield in God, it wasn't God just cleared everything for him. No, he put them in extremely difficult scenarios, and then they walked out of it through battle. So make no mistake, like I'm saying, those of you who hear there's more for you. God is making a way, and you kick your feet up, my brother, you are going to be wiped out. Do you hear me? Those of you who take your mercy for granted, you will be wiped out. Oh, y'all don't hear me, huh? Do you feel me? If you think God making a way for you and that there is more to come means that you could go softer, let go of your standards, have nothing to stand on, my brother, you are gravely mistaken. This means the harvest is plenty, the workers are few. Why are the workers few? Because it's easy to be a wicked servant. It's easy to do nothing. It's easy to God is good. You know, you know what I'm saying? I've made so many mistakes and sins in my life because God is good. Oh, y'all don't feel me. Because I knew God was good, maybe I will chill a little. He'll forgive me. No. He will forgive you. But if he's making a way for you right now and you want to take it, you can't, that doesn't apply. Do you want to take the way or do you want to be forgiven? Make your choice. Yeah, think about it. So I really hope you get this. Rivian says they will expand Tesla FSD. Rumor. That's it. I hope that makes sense. Because at the end of it, you're like, oh, God, forgive me. Or not. And we all need forgiveness. But I think some of you, you're not going to ask for the forgiveness as much as you're going to, you took the way that was made for you. But this is what I'm saying, though, man. Now that I got that disclaimer out, because I don't want you to misinterpret this. This ain't no damn prosperity gospel. If that's if I don't know if your pastor told you this weekend, I hope he told you the other part too. But this isn't going to be easy. Do you understand me? I'm telling you this at all-time highs. I don't care how good things have been. I'm not forecasting an easier opportunity. Do you understand me? I think God is making a way. But that means it's probably going to get harder. But that's where I'm excited. That means nothing was for waste. Everything that led us up to this moment and more and the shit we don't even understand, it was all for a reason. And I believe that. But this is where I really hope some of you can realize. And I don't know if you need this right now. But dude, things are a lot closer than you think. It's a lot closer than you think, and it's a lot closer than you realize. And I think some of you need to sit down and let's go. Let's grow up right now. Please. Please, I beg you. As much as I beg you to save money, I need you to just take a seat, and I want you to look at how far you have came in the last 5 years. Seriously. 5 years, bro. You are so different than who you were when you started. And I want you to really look at things 5 years ago that you thought were out of reach, that are now part of your daily life. 5 years ago, you thought you wouldn't do things. 5 years ago, there's things you rejected that now you accept. There was things 5 years ago you thought you would never get away from, and now you don't even think about them. Amen. So yes, man, I do think God is making a way. I do. And I do think things are closer. But I don't need to live in La La Land. Do you understand why I'm saying this? Look at your life already is what I'm telling you. I know God is making a way, and I know he's look back. I don't even need to know the future. I just got to look back. So look. Bro, you are a lot different than who you are or where you started 5 years ago. So let's go. This is that next opportunity. Do you see what I'm saying? But you have to take it. And it requires more from you now. But now I need you to not forget the past. My brother, if you already survived every bad outcome, you already survived the things that were worse, you were already in a situation you thought you would never escape. My brother, you're alive and swinging. And maybe you got a couple of bruises and scars. Oh, but you're still here. Oh. That's what you need to start focusing on. You need to start focusing on that. About how far you have came. This is what I need for letting go, you guys. Hear me. If you can't let go, I need you to hear this right now. You need to start focusing on how far you have actually came. And you need to stop focusing on what has not yet been completed. That's it. There is some of you making so much progress. And some of you, bro, you have already gotten a victory. My brother, I hope you could pat yourself on the back. Or at least be able to stand in the truth so you could confidently handle these battles. Because the truth is, you did come pretty far in 5 years. You may see what's the problem. You're like, well, I don't have this. I didn't get this. You're focusing on what has not been completed. You are focusing on the undone to not justify what has already been done. Oh, I hope you. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Notice the choice of words on what has yet to been completed. My brother, you're in the process of it right now. You're tripping on the fact that it hasn't been complete. My brother, we're in progress. It's loading. What are you going to do? Why would you go backwards? That's what I'm saying. When it's done, do we want God? Say, God, forgive me for not seeing it then. Or can we start having a little bit of faith and moving forward? Start stepping it up. Live according to your calling and abilities because it's in you. Dust off everything. Wake up. Pick up your mat and go. You have it. You're closer than you think and it's not over. Stop focusing on what's not completed when you have already came so far. So, Chad, that's all I wanted to tell you. But my goodness, I couldn't escape these thoughts this weekend. And I love it. And like I'm saying, even myself, I'm like, I feel content. I don't even want to ask God for more. That's how I feel like he blessed me. I'm like, God, but no, he might even have more. It doesn't matter. We cannot be caught up losing the moment, focusing on what has not been completed. And you need to take a step back and realize what you have done already. All of you. I don't care what you don't have yet. I want to know what you have that you thought you wouldn't have. Because my brother, there's evidence in that. That's telling you more than the shit you don't have right now. You know that? Promise you. That's what I've been saying. That's what I was telling the Chad. I was like, bro, I would have quit if I wasn't knocking on the door every time. And so there, I would have quit already. If I didn't already know what's happened, I would have quit. You get it? You've already lived through stuff that you thought would have got you. You should have already been broke. There was so many things. And what do you mean? That didn't take you out? My brother, that's why. That's why the world, the devil, they want you to focus on what you don't have so you don't tap in and see that power that you already have because you already did it. I'm not even talking what coulda, shoulda, woulda. I'm talking you already did. Look at your life. So yeah, bro, it's game time. And I think it's close, man. And and that don't matter because we don't care what the time says. See what I'm saying? We will be ready no matter what. I don't care when whoever returns home, we're going to be on guard. If I already knew I came this far, I know there's stuff not done, but damn, no. That right there. It's not our job to control the wheel, bro. You got to control yourself, take care of it, and it's going to lead us one way or the other. But above all else, you already saw and have already lived your own truth that has shown you so much. Why are you neglecting that? Why do you want to carry the burden of shoulda, coulda, woulda when God is already saying, look, I've already cleared a way. I've done it before. I'll do it again. So, amen. But you have a responsibility. Okay? And I know all this sounds good, and I hope it does. I hope you are encouraged. I hope somebody does realize that they've been getting fooled. Dude, you've already survived death. You are a threat in the future. And you got to start realizing that. But at the same time, this is not prosperity bullshit. Do you understand me? Those of you Pharisees, you know the word, you know good, you know money, and you know the truth about my brother. If you do not prepare, if you do not have discipline, if you kick your feet up at these moments, my brother, there is nothing for you. Do you understand? This, again, the wicked servant, the vineyard, and I leave them in charge, and I come back. Yo, Intel, I'm early. I don't know what the headline is. They've already popped them. Intel, pop, Intel. Again, middle of Philo, Intel. Okay, plays are already up. I'm already up 15%. Yeah, okay, I think I'm up 30 already. Yes, are. Yeah, Intel's moving. I have no idea what it is. I just got that. That was a big pop. I saw it. I had it on the screen, baby. So, yeah, Intel. I grabbed near the money ones. They're already up 30%, though. So be careful. I'm going to make them free eventually. Oh, shit. You guys are... Okay, I made it free. It went up 40. I just got 5 for free. Near the money, though. So, yeah, I'm out. Yeah, I left a little. And if I sell early, it makes it go up higher for you guys. So, yeah, those are already up, though. No news. It's just a fat pop. There's going to be a headline, though. I could smell it. Because that moved them. And the premiums actually moved today. Yeah. So what was I saying, Chad? In the middle of that play. For real, though. I need you guys to tap in. And I do hope that those of you who do have strong beliefs, and those of you who, you know, you have a blessing and a curse, because, you know, you're not getting the same enchantment. And I think you have had a walk with the Lord already. But please, the vineyard, that's what I was telling you. You have to work. My brother, you must work the hardest. And just because he's not looking, will you still be working? You understand? Are you going to be doing the right thing and taking the right steps when nobody is watching? That's what I'm saying. That's what is necessary. That is what's going to show. Do you know that? That's why some of you, I am very proud of you. You know why? Because that's exactly what you did. No one had to tell you. No one had to this. And whether someone was watching or not, you stuck with it. That is what you need to do. That is the parable said many times in the Bible. Make no mistake, this isn't just a cute story. This is the reality of the word. Is that everybody will know, and it will come like a thief in the night. Will you be ready? Most people won't be. You know why? They only work when the attention is on them. They only work when they know they could get in trouble. Let me put it this way. How many of you stop at a stop sign when you see a cop? You get what I'm saying? And like I'm trying to tell you, I think the Lord is making a way. I think we're so much closer than we think. But make no mistake, if you think it's just going to fall in your lap, wow, you operate as a wicked servant. That's what he calls it in the Bible. The guy who does nothing, the guy who thinks it's easy mode, the guy who just saves the money and doesn't try to grow it and walks away. Wicked servant is what the Lord calls them. A wicked servant. So yeah, if you think this is God's going to give me all this, because no. You have to apply yourself. You have to be willing to work. You don't need to have the wheel. But there is something required of you. All right? Yeah, Mercedes shifts GLC to Alabama. They usually only make the big ones in Alabama. It was good. So Chattadonia, I hope you feel me. And I look forward to it. But again, you guys, I'm telling you, it's game time. And I hope some of you, like I said on Friday, you need to let go. But remember, I kept telling you, take heart. And I hope some of you are. Take heart, my brother. You think this bad stuff in your life is a punishment? No, it's preparation. Speaking from somebody who's seen very dark days. God is good. Now I'm over here so happy. For what? I'm happy even if God took away everything. You see what I'm saying? But you need to tap in. And some of you need to realize how far you've really came. Because that's the truth. No Bloomberg, no TV. You can't tell me that. You know what you've survived. You know what it should have been. So, amen. But we got a long journey, man. And we got to stay with it. And things are closer. But that means we got a job, bro. We have a job. All of us do. So, the easy creates weakness. I'm glad it's there. SATS, FCC to probe EchoStar. SATS, SEC probe, SATS. I got that one on the exclusive. Oh, you guys already snaked them. You fuckers. Yeah, there's a shitty contract available. The 20s for 5 cents are the real one. But that's it. You could grab the other ones, but yeah. Chad already snaked them. I watched you guys. I put in the $5 bid. It's not going to fail. But yeah, SATS, FTC investigation. That's a Wall Street Journal. I got it first here. Did they go? Oh! I think it filled me on one. Oh, shit. Yeah, it did. Fuck yeah. Let me make that shit free. Okay, never mind. I got more than free right there. Is it still getting clapped? No news on Intel. We did that flip. This one right now is SATS. But yeah, they kind of went up. SATS, bottom right and then top right. Those are the two ones we just played. Intel randomly. And then we just got that SATS thing. Those kind of hit, but then I don't know. I didn't even think I got filled. I thought I whiffed it. Let me try to make it free. Yeah, I made free at 100%. All right. Yeah, that hit too. All right, but other than that, Chad, for real, take heart and work hard. Are you with me or not? Do you hear me? Chad, do you hear me? And those of you, man, at that moment, and if it feels dark right now, and you thought this was the time to give up and give into the darkness, just say, not today, devil, because you got, I hope you feel me, bro. And vice versa. I don't care how good you guys think things are. I need you ready. And remember, it's all a blessing. but you have a lot out of you. And just because you did good so far, that means nothing for the future. You know that. I don't plan on meeting God one day and being like, God, look at all of what I did. That's not going to cut it. So again, a lot more in store, bro. And take heart and finger to the sky. But Chad, that is your philosophy, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you subscribe. U.S. fast-tracking fixes to telecom outages for Newark. But yeah, that's it. That's your Philo, bro. That is your Philo. He did it, bro. All right. And then, yeah, we'll do some. We hit good plays. That's it, bro. We've been killing it today. Today was good. Last 2 weeks we were slow, and we woke up making all of our money back with the Apple and the Pinduo. But yeah, even the intraday plays all hit today, and then even Philo hit. But no, for real, guys, because like I'm saying, I'm so glad with everything I've seen, and I'm watching you grow, and we're learning what really works and what doesn't. But like I said, man, I got a lot of love, bro, and I know I could be more aggressive. I've been stomping out anything I don't think is good. But for real, man, this is what I'm saying. Like, take heart, bro. Some of y'all, bro, I don't think this has nothing to do with stocks, bro. You know that, right? And nothing. All this money bullshit is bullshit. It's bullshit. You just gotta, in your head, just be at peace, brother. And that's what I'm saying. I'm praying for you. And I hope these words open it up in your mind, because that's what happened to me. I just heard it one day. And so, you know what I'm saying? I heard something one day, and that was enough to get the ball rolling. So all I'm saying is, bro, you need to focus inside. Get that mindset in there and realize where you're at right now in a good way. And don't be bogged down, and take heart, bro. I want you to wake up a little bit more excited. You see what I'm saying? Take a little heart. That's it. A little bit more, bro. Just a little bit of, like I said, life could be shit, bro. But there is an element where it's not that bad. That is the part you get to control. You don't get to control the other part. But there's an element where you're like, I don't have to be that mad. I don't have to be that sad. It's very dark in here. But, I'll find a way to enjoy it. But take heart, you guys, for real. And I'm excited, because I think some of y'all, you're going to talk to me a year from now. And you will say thank you, because this is it. This is going to be it. Some of you got to work at other things. You don't let the gambling get the best of you, and stop being involved in all of it. But this one, taking heart, realizing where you are. You did good. You got to keep going. Don't lose it. And understand, and at the same time, stop acting like you didn't already survive a lot of things, and that you aren't being, like, you're trained for something, bro. So yeah, but I just see, I'm hyped. I love this Philo, bro. So blessings to all of you, man, and I hope this hits. I hope it hits. Bro, those other plays are up 400 now. Damn, the sats. It's crazy. Yeah, here's Uncle.
Some people don't even have dreams, you know what I'm saying? But if you blessed enough to have a dream, chase it, bro.
I had a dream like Martin, then I heard a couple stories. Never met my heroes, never had one. Never wanted things I never had, son. I got it, then I grabbed them. Looking back, these bitches Southeast sad them. Good more, don't ignore your sword for the war. Armor's no good if you leave that shit at home. I don't care if that match up with the drum. I ain't young, I ain't care about looking dumb. Out my way, we could talk when I'm done. Does it look like I'm finished? Even if I was, dog, I do my own dishes. Why the fuck you in my business? I ain't tryna be a menace. Need a couple minutes with your talking and your bitching. Just show me that you don't get it, look. Now I wasted your time trying to reprimand. Explain the basic shit so you could understand. I ain't being mean the way I teach. The big leagues ain't throwing underhand. I'm not the bad guy, I'm the best coach that you ever had. Something like LaMelo's dad. Mama was an immigrant, $5 an hour working with Brillo pads. We got some things we shouldn't have, so I can feel down, but I don't ever think I'm really sad. Life a miracle, but I won't give you one. But I could teach you shit, and you'll walk away with dividends. Wish you'll buy more, and then you'll wish you did it young. You missed the first harvest, but tell me about the second one. Trying to build while looking at the clouds. I'm looking at my hand, then I'm looking at the ground. Peter walked on water but fell. When he looked around, I heard that story all my life. I think I start to get it now. Slow in the fast lane, answers in my last name. They really didn't listen, that's a damn shame. But that don't mean my plans changed. Maybe just the landscape did what I said without a handshake. 3,004 an ounce, that sound like a fair rate. Word is gold, they only kept theirs too late. So I'm out with your new face. A snake can move a few ways. And life a bitch that lie about how the fruit tastes. Welcome back.
I like this one. All right, give me one more second. One more track. But hold on.
Viper.
It's a cold baby. Coach always said, don't look down when you dribble. Arguing right, left, I went up the middle. That's a big account, but it started with a little. So before the bounce, I sold for my initial. Swear I lost count, head just on a swivel. This ain't bout clout, it's about who's beneficial. Finger to the clouds with the whip superficial. Made my mama proud and some friends artificial. Why you getting loud? Trying to keep it civil. Told me run it back, now I'm up triple. Dime is a dime and a nickel is a nickel. Eyes will arise when the money's in the middle. I ain't that wise, they just shady, that's simple. If I'm not that guy, then why would y'all listen? See, it get nervous when I'm quiet. It don't happen on the cell, I make the money when I buy it. Passionate as well, and I love it, you should try it. Imagine past the bell, you be the gambling and lying. True serum, I be sipping on that shit. No long term, that's a different type of bitch. Right. Think it's just money.
Amen. True serum, I be sipping on that. Oh, Chatadonia. We're back. Oh. No long term, that's a different type of It was. I just like this swish sound. Yeah. Swish. It don't happen on the cell. You make the money when you buy it. Anyways, Chad, we're back. How you feeling, man? What a day. Shout out the long term. Y'all feeling good, man? What a Monday. All right, it's only Monday. Can you believe it? But what else we got, baby? Oh, Sats, great reporting. I hope that was literally 1,000%er. I don't know how that happened, but I'll take it. And the Intel was a dud, but we flipped on that. But like I'm saying, I'm glad we make them free. Sometimes, I made one free in the morning. That paid out. The other ones I kind of regretted. But, when it's all said and done, you're not going to get mad getting paid and not losing. Pizza. Woo! Shout out all the donos, baby. Let's go. Samuel, he said, this is why I listen. Let's go, man. Finger to the sky. And, head up. Head up, bro. Take care of yourself, man. I'm telling you guys, dude, mentality and just vibe, bro. You got to really vibe, set good. And do you guys not realize it? I'm sorry. Can I Philo again? Oh, Tyler, uprooted my money tree in 2020, teaching myself the market, found Josh, eating shit, rice and beans, driving with Lyft, 70 hours, stressed the F out, did a lot of homework, long-term, fresh all-time highs. Love you, Chet, never give up. Let's go, baby. And all that, it's that work, bro. And when you guys grind like that, it's a good thing. You know that? I loved what homie said last week, Christian, when he said, you don't need to have this James Bond-ass job, bro. That's it. You gotta grind. I forgot what I was gonna say. I was about to Philo again. Oh man, what were we talking about? Oh, I forgot. Tyler, you distracted me. What was I saying? You guys gotta... Oh, I was about to go in again. I was feeling the love. Hollywood Studios and Union asked Trump for tax incentives. Sent letter on Monday. Oh. It'll come back to me eventually. But yeah, other than that though, if you have off-topic questions, now would be your time to do that. I was talking making plays free. Yeah, I was talking. It had to do with the mindset. What else? Give me another hint. Balance 258 billion versus 256. Oh, what was it? No, I guess it wasn't meant to be. You just joined. Well, welcome. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, a homeowner seems vacant. Go look up who the homeowner is, or go public record and tax info, and then try to contact them or the next of kin. A little stalker activity. You just got to go through and find them. What was it? Oh. I'm still trying to think of it. I forgot. I guess it was not meant to be. But what other ones? I love German Shepherds. Yeah, they're good dogs. Collection for medical bills? Well, once it's at collection, it already hits your account, but they can't do anything with medical. Because even if the legal loophole around that, if they send your medical bill to collection, ask them what the bill is for. So ask them to send you an itemized bill. And they're not allowed to without violating HIPAA. So technically, they can't bill you. It's literally against the law. I've told Jads this, and it works. So usually, though, too, once it's in collection, it already hit your credit. So there's no point of paying collection. But this case, you want to see if you could get it removed. But legitimately, they cannot hold a medical bill. They have, because by law you have to give me an itemized bill for collection. You have to tell me exactly what I am billed on, and if it's health related, they're not allowed to share that with what you got billed on. So technically, it's literally impossible to get billed on that. Ta-da! Yeah, don't acknowledge it. Just ask for what it is. Exactly. Just say, give me an itemized bill. Then I say, I'm not. This is already taken care of. Student loans before buying a house. Depends on the interest rate of the loans, but if you ever came across a good deal, just buy the house and that'll probably pay for your student loans. CMBS debt. I know about it, but I'm not tracking it for any purpose. So it has hit a record recently, but again, it's like commercial. It's been like that for the last 4 years. First house. Yeah. It all depends on your interest rate. But again, first house, ideally get a good deal. But like I'm saying is if you have no interest on your student loans and then you go and you find good deal on a house and buy it, and you live in it for a year, that house will probably appreciate and make you more money or make you a lot of money to the point where it might even pay for the loan. That's what I got my sister to do. She wouldn't do it, so I had to buy her the house. I put it under her name, but yeah. And literally the house made more than her student loans. So, yeah, I wouldn't be too against that. You could pay someone to co-sign. You can, but most people don't want to co-sign because they're responsible for the credit if you don't pay. But then, too, if you do it with a house, be careful because a co-signer means that person needs to sign off on any buy or sell of the house. So if you have a co-signer, just keep in mind when it comes time to sell, you will need that person to sign off on the sale. A rental before the home you live in, not a bad idea. Right now, you guys, is a great time to do that. I'm telling you, rents are plummeting. And there's some areas where you could get such a bargain. I want to rent a house. I kind of either want to go back to a pet house or somewhere. But if I find a good rental deal, I'm going to go rent a house to live in. Because, dude, I've been seeing some really good rentals lately. And they're cheaper. So what you do is you rent where you want to live for cheap, and then you just go buy investment properties everywhere else. Yeah, so but that's the thing you got to think about, because even if you love where you rent and you can't afford the area, you have to think if you want to be in that area though for like 5-10 years, property is gonna property, So that's the only downside, is that you can live in where you love and you'll save money because it doesn't cost as much. It's stupid to buy a house in some places where the rents are literally 30-40% the mortgage, but at the end of the day, after 5-10 years and in the long run, you are not going to get an equity position. You're not going to own in that area. So that's the downside that you have to think about in the long run. But the other rentals could appreciate, make you more money. But then again, your living situation will still be, you're going to have to deal with that. Oh, Christian, yeah, that was it. But like, I forgot what I was gonna say prior. But Christian's story, I really, really loved it, man. And I think a lot of people do got to figure that part out. Where just once you, bro, you don't need a crazy job. You don't need to be this crazy millionaire, whatever you think in your mind, in this like fancy ass stuff. Where just like, bro, if you could just touch any money and learn how to keep it and grow it, that's where you can, again, if your mindset is on owning assets and things that grow while you sleep and all, it doesn't matter what you do. All you got to do is touch money, save it, and grow it. And after enough time, oh man, you'll get everything, bro. It's simple. Yeah, Bitcoin is dropping. There's sats on the low side. Again, hopefully you paid yourself. They dropped the bids on those. The Intels are still up, believe it or not. They're a couple pennies down now. We sold that for a good gain. Much chat, baby. Ain't bad. It's a long journey. Bitcoin's still up, though. It's above 100,000. But it did just drop on that. And then SPY's still holding the melt up. Bonds are close. You're about a couple days away from getting freaked out again. But yeah. And it, again, every time we go up, the bonds, it's the irony is that when we go down, the bonds get to danger zone. And then when we go up, the bonds get to danger zone. It's like that's all that matters. Tesla is dying? Kind of, a little bit. We had sats up because that was dying. All right. I forgot what else I was going to say. But any off-topic questions? We have a little bit of time. We have like an hour. We could do an hour privately and come back on Power Hour. You can talk about whatever you want as long as no one complains, because then I'll just have to ban them. And then look at, bro, all-time highs. I think, 247.049 was the all-time high we have reached. We're at 247.177. That's crazy. Absolutely insane. You've been tracking it. Things are getting unsustainable. Ramp up more. I agree, but the weird part is we've watched it at the edge for 5 years. So once somebody goes bust or the Fed allows it without stepping in, then we'll have a problem. But if nobody goes bust and the Fed doesn't do any panic moves, I think it's going to stay like how it only has room to get better. So I'm not too worried with it yet, and you are right. It would lead into banking and other things, but remember, we went through the worst-case scenario a couple years ago. You had a literal bank run, and rates are so high, everything's getting blown out. But I'd be more just, if the broader bond market breaks, then we have a problem. Other than that, unless a big borrower goes bust and defaults, you need the crack in the market. Otherwise, it's in this weird holding pattern. At least that's my view. I need to drink. You guys could probably hear it when I drink my protein now. So hold on. Please hold.
It's falling. Talk about retirees, quote, being wiped out. But Fundstrat's Tom Lee did not take the bait. He advised clients to hold fast. Said that markets would have to make new highs or would make new highs this year. And guess what? We are there in one of the fastest stock recoveries in history. We are not quite positive on the year yet. Maybe this is the high. Maybe it won't happen. But this has still been an amazing bounce back. Joining us now is Fundstrat Global Advisors Head of Research, Tom Lee. also a CNBC contributor. I think you're in like a studio, so you can't run like an actual victory lap, and maybe you're not there to do it yet. But Tom, what did you see that apparently so many others miss? Because I thought we were going to zero.
Well, and zero is always a possibility, Brian, but I think it comes down to three things. You know, the first is...
See, they give this guy, they're like, look at you saw what nobody sees. I just get yelled at. They just yell at me. I don't know why.
From the economists about the economy. High yield spreads did well.
Well, yeah, this guy, they're like, wow, you visionary. Oh,
but if we were
they're like, fuck you, Josh. I hate you.
700 or so.
I'm like,
and
what?
They're back down to like
I told you don't buy what I'm up. I gave you China a year in advance.
The stock market did have a liquidation event, as you pointed
out.
Yeah,
we're $200 higher now on the small account.
All of them, 17
it's amazing, bro.
Since
we're about to hit 28K.
Had a V-shaped recovery. So we knew that whenever the bottom was established, the bottom would be a V-shape. 2022 was the only real exception because of Jackson Hole. And the third is we had a lot of faith in businesses. You know, these companies have been battle tested. They survived a pandemic shutdown. They survived a bullwhip effect from a recovery. They survived the fastest rate hikes in history. So I think that businesses really should get credit, and they've delivered earnings even for Q1 and for guidance that have been way better given the Armageddon that we expected.
Yeah,
so I think
and the whole
those three things are
the house
we
thing.
Sort of told our
you
clients
should get a house right away.
Down and even add exposure.
You know, I did something.
I don't know why. Like, I feel like it's a weird. Like, the house thing is good, you guys. I've seen that's the second comment today about people being hesitant on housing for the wrong reason. So you're like, okay, I didn't do 10 years. Should I still get a house? Yes. The other guy was like, oh, but I don't want to go to zero on my long term. It's like, no, you do if it's for a house. I hope you guys get it. The whole idea, like I'm saying, I want to create thousands of millionaires, and I want you guys to buy me a house. Okay? So, but like I'm saying, the way I did it, the way a little Egyptian boy was able to become a multimillionaire with relatively nothing was through this method. That's what I did. You get income, hustle, get whatever job you can, put it into stocks, let the stocks grow the paper money as fast as possible. Again, stocks or Bitcoin. Once it goes up and you get a real big gain, you pull out and move it to a house right away. Take advantage of low down payment. Try to build equity as soon as possible. Because right when you complete stocks or crypto, whichever one gets you the gain, you now get your gain. And then what do? You are now parlaying it and leveraging it into real estate at a way bigger amount. Like I've said today already. And that's the whole point, because it's safer, it's bigger, and now that's how you could go from literally, look at what I'm showing you. If you met me 5 years ago and you made $20,000 a year, $30,000 a year, and you're like, fuck it, this guy, let's try it. And you did $200 a month, then raised it to $300 a month, and now you have this $27,000. You could still be working at McDonald's, even better if you do, because now you could qualify for a good FHA loan, and now you find the right house, and let's say you only get 10% of a deal, not even just a good deal right now. Buyer's market, houses came down, you're getting 10% off. Then you buy. Now that 20 grand gets you a 200 grand, even up to a $500,000. Let's say even 200,000. That same McDonald's worker, after 5 years, just went from zero to $250,000 to $500,000 in assets. 5 years in. So that's why. You don't have to wait the 10 years. Because you may not find a good deal on a house. All you got to do is prepare, go and shop little by little. But if that opportunity's there, you need to know what opportunity is and then to actually act on it. That's all you got to do. Remember my name. I'm getting you that. Mr. Cabaz. Cabaz. All right, let's do it, baby. God willing. But yeah, that's why. So listen, you guys take my word for it or not, but I'm trying to give you a realistic way to get 7 figures. even if you have nothing. This is how we're going to do it. It's through stocks, little by little, income, little by little saving, then turning it to a house. And then from the house, we go back to the market, income, and do it all over again, over and over and over again. But that will be a path to get $1 million in 10 years for almost anybody. But again, it takes 10 years and you got to do it. But I'm telling you, you could go, doesn't matter where you are now. If you could follow through with that, you have a shot at higher income or a higher net worth. So, yeah. But that is what I believe. And that's why I'm saying some people, you guys are hesitant, understandable, but I hope that if a house opportunity came your way, you were able to recognize it and act on it. And if not, it just might slow down the process or it speeds it up. Sometimes stocks go faster, sometimes they go slower. It could move a lot quicker, but it could also go down though too. And that's the thing, the real estate gives you the somewhat of protection. Just think about it. In the last 3-4 months, last time we had this conversation, let me get up the Schwab. This is what I was saying is what happened, because everybody's like, yeah, I want a house. And I was like, dude, this is what I would be doing. And then it goes down there, then nobody wanted a house. And then it comes back up. Now they all want one. But, what was I saying? Oh, there was a point I was going to make. But yeah, if you have something with this, could work it into the down payment. The point is get a long term. I was going to say another point with how it moved, but real estate didn't go down. That's what I was going to tell you. Because look, the account went down 10% and everybody freaked out. And they went from I want a house to I don't want a house. But real estate didn't go down 10%. So if Carson bought a house at the top, closed on it at the bottom. Dude, that house did way better than stocks. The house didn't move. So, and again, that's what you got to think about moving forward is that you could get higher investments and leverage. That's why I'm like, I wouldn't worry about the 10 years. But here's the other part of this story. Everyone's making the mistake of thinking it's one or the other. It's not. It's all of it. I want you to have a long-term and real estate. And you could trade if you have the 10% budget as well and you stack it up. But do you see what I'm saying? So that's why the whole 5-10 year thing, the only acceptable way to get rid of the long term is to buy a house. Otherwise, there is no reason to sell it. But the goal is to get a property and then you don't stop saving. You still save 10%, put it back into the account. You may have to start over, maybe have different amounts, but no, the whole goal is to have both of them, not one or the other. So if you sell out for the house, the journey doesn't end. We're now just leveraging. We're getting bigger and trying to do it bigger and same time, maybe longer. Should you sell long-term and pay debt? Only if the debt is really prohibitively expensive and if it's really slowing you down, but you still have to save and pay yourself first and then pay off your debt. But now you have this long-term, you saved up, you got to ask yourself what makes the most sense. But, you're paying interest and you're also gaining on your savings. So just figure that out. But a house is the acceptable one. Yeah, bonds are going lower, but so far I do think for a little window until bonds hit the yearly low, bonds going down will be bullish for a little bit. It's probably I think market will go up a little bit and then we'll freak out. I like Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey's not a bad guy. He doesn't like leverage, and I get it now. I get what he's saying. I like leverage and I like properly using it, but I understand, I speak to an audience of people and I see how not everybody has what it takes to follow along with the right discipline. That's just the reality, is that most people aren't going to, again, that's why I even close down Stream Alerts. People aren't going to listen. Then, again, there's a way I can make them money and Stream Alerts will help them make more, but if you're not listening, it's only going to hurt you. And it's just so I agree with Dave Ramsey. He's a smart man. And I like the wisdom and I like what he says on a lot of things. I disagree with him on debt and I would lever, but most people don't. I like what he says because most people they can't handle it, bro. And it's scary, and leverage and having access to money, and no matter who you think you are, it's very easy to wind up in a debt cycle, and you got to be careful. So that's why he says what he says, and I agree with him. But I do think that once you get a long term and show that you could save and handle these complexities, I think you could lever and use debt very effectively. And I did in my life, and access to credit and utilizing it appropriately. That also helped me go from, child of immigrants to where I'm at today. So I like debt and I like leverage, but you have to use it the right way, and use the wrong way could really, really help you or hurt you. Excuse me. Business owner in Cali, different deductions and good weather. Only benefits. And if you make your money in California, there's nothing you could do about it anyways. So if you generate your money in California, you're still paying Cali taxes. I would get an apartment complex. I have one. I have a little baby one. It's not like a giant 100-unit building, but yeah, they're great investments. Some of you can get that. Some of you guys, you could go in Ohio, you could go to Memphis and get you you get an apartment complex right now with 10 doors if you really wanted to. So yeah, they're good. You just got to have experience with it, and, still same things with value. And just remember, the more properties you buy, or like the bigger the property, this Jiggly, this applies to you too because you sent me that one. Bigger properties require more work. It costs more money to fix them up. So keep that in mind, is that you could buy like a 10-unit apartment complex and you're like, wow, this is a great deal. And it might be, but if it needs a lot of work, 10 kitchens, 10 bathrooms, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot. So again, like a 3,500 square foot house compared to 1,000 square feet, 1,500, that's going to be a big, again, dollar per square foot. And think about that. Two off markets. I think I responded to one of them. I think I did. I've been getting a lot. I try to respond to as many as possible. If not, we'll get back. Or if I didn't respond, it may not be a good deal, or it hasn't progressed further enough. But I think I did respond to that. I don't know. I have to double check. I have commercial mix, so it's residential and commercial, but no purely like commercial. Dave Rand, he's good. I like him. We just talked about it. Is there any other off topic questions? Now is the moment. Now is your moment. What to do after pay off apartment? You take in the cash until you're done with it and don't want to deal with it. Then you sell it. Then Intel came back down. When you say shop, what's the most effective way to do it? Looking for houses every day. So you could use many methods online, wholesalers, have a lead generation method, but very simply, when I mean shop, looking for houses in your budget that you can actually buy, and looking every day. You should be looking at houses every day. You should at least have a zip code, an area, and whatever, on market, off market. You should be looking every day. And you should know it's in the area. You should know what's coming up and have a general idea. Oh, Intel has an investor conference? No way. Any favorite finance YouTubers? No. I used to kind of like entertain it, but I think, I don't know if I'm just a narcissist or egotistical. But then again, I do have many people tell me this, but I think everybody on YouTube is a scam. Or better yet, if they have any like advertisement links selling you, brokers and that, I think it tells you a lot. But I've given up. I tried to be nice to them, but I do think it's BS. buy more stocks when you're 10 to 30. What was the question? I don't think I did answer it. Are instant cash companies the scam? No, they're just going to give you a lower price. That's it. So if you're going to sell to one of them, let me know. I'll pay you 10 grand more than they offer you if you're going to take the deal. So yeah, they're just going to sell you. They're just going to offer you well below market. That's it. And if it makes sense, it makes sense. Apple said to plan AI-based tool to extend battery life. AI going to control the batteries? Yeah, is it going to like open and close things? You like Dave Ramsey? He makes everything sound too easy. Nah. I think that's just the problem with the modern day, unfortunately. Because I've heard stuff where he sounds out of touch, but at the same time, like, look, I just had, when we were earlier, and this is even on members only. Imagine what it would be if it wasn't members only. I'm telling people you could buy a house for $250,000. And they're like, no, you can't. No, you can't. I'm like, yes, you can. Easily. Most of America, I think every state in America has a house for 250 grand. Every state. You could find a house for 250 grand. You just motherfuckers don't look. And then it just the generation, bro. This is why I made an old video and I made a document on it. The new generation loves to say, oh, it's so hard, and the boomers bought houses for a paperclip. And they're right to a degree, but they're wrong in the sense that every generation had its challenges. And people forget we have such easy access to credit now. It's so many other things. So I just think the new generation, they think a lot of things are difficult. And a lot of people nowadays are quick to accept an idea or a thought without looking into it themselves. And that hurts a lot of people. But I don't think he's too out of touch. So it's a mix. People don't save because of inflation. No. People, your financial decisions are motivated by what you believe. Do you know that, right? I promise you, the person who believes that they have a financial future will save, no matter what the environment. Do you understand what I just said? That's guaranteed across every generation throughout the history of the world. Those who believe in the financial future and those who believe in it, they will always save and invest. Always. But if you believe otherwise, why would you? I wouldn't. That's where I think some of y'all, I don't know what you think I am, but do you not realize that if I believe the messaging that you receive, I wouldn't do this shit. Why? If I didn't believe there was a future, why? I wouldn't save. I would live. I would invest. I would say screw investing. I'd travel more. I would go spend my money. I would use it. Why would I save it if I didn't believe? So yeah, a lot of that, don't underestimate that. People's financial decisions are dictated by this. And if you believe that things are out of reach, if you believe you have less of a future, if you believe you'll never be, again, we had these thoughts growing up. I always thought, I was like, damn, like those numbers, but no, I wanted things and then I started to believe. But yeah, it's, so if you believe, you have to believe that you actually have a future, and then you'll be like, inflation is bad, but this is my goal. And no, I do think down the line, things, as you've already witnessed in life, things change, and things do change rapidly and slowly, but they change. So yeah, the people who believe in that, usually their financial decisions are dictated off of their beliefs. And if you haven't realized that, then you're just being delusional. You spend your money based on what you believe. Hands down, all of it. And your views and how you believe the future and not, that's it. Again, why didn't you buy the dip 3 weeks ago? You thought it was going to zero, like they said on CNBC. That's what you believed. Why did they sell off stocks when nothing changed? Belief. Again, I don't know. I'm scared. If you're scared, you're not going to believe, you're not going to give it thought, let alone act on it. If you do believe in it and you're not worried about it, you'll act on it. You'll give it more thought. So yeah. Mad who didn't buy more. I feel. That's the other side of problems. That's a good problem to have. The only regret is you didn't buy more. We're climbing up here. You got another candle. Sell 50%, including short term, to buy a small nail salon. Have you ever done a nail salon? That's it. As long as if you've done the nail salon thing before. Otherwise, just if companies like that, if you put money in and never done it, then there's just a higher risk of losing. That's all. But I would sell a long term to buy a business if I was confident. That's it though. You need background. Buy a daycare, same thing. Same thing. You got to have the experience, the know-how, and all that. I opened your eyes. I'm scared I might not do it. Not the thing itself. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm telling you, man. That's why. Do you guys see why I'm telling you? Like, and people be getting hella mad at me. And I'm like, dude, I'm not mad at y'all. But at the same time, like, I'm sick of this shit. And the messaging sent to people and what people are being brainwashed to believe is bullshit. And they're robbing people. And they're robbing people who are good people. You guys work. You guys take care of people. You got like all these things. But that's why I'm like, it's not about like all the drama. Like, for real, just think about your future. And you don't need to be this scared. And some of you are young. And if you watch the TV, bro, and subscribe to this shit, like, yeah, it's going to freak you out. And you're going to think there's no hope in all of that. But it's like, nah, man, like, come on. You guys some of you are really young and you have a bright future ahead of you. So start acting like it and start living on that and believing it and setting a goal and living in it and stop. Again, I would have these talk. You don't remember? 2022, people get mad at me. I got stalkers from of it. I got reported. People get so mad. And I would tell them, I say, just save for a down payment. And they're like, you're so out of touch. You have no idea. Oh, I'm like, dude, you guys, you had so much, literally. You would have had 30 grand by now. Saved up. Ready to go. Down pay. Houses are cheaper now than even that moment. And little by little, you're watching all these opportunities come. It's like, why? Why are we going to get mad at believing in a future? Why are we going to get mad? Why is that offensive to believe that these young guys, yeah, things are challenging just like every generation, but no, you guys can accomplish it. You're not going to be priced out the economy. And if you work hard and save, you do have these opportunities. You have better opportunities. So, yeah, I don't know, but I do hope you believe. And for some of you, once you guys, you'll see it. Once you believe, if you believe fear and nothing will happen, you're not going to do shit, bro. But if you actually believe and in your mind believe in a future, your actions will reflect that. But I hope you all see the trap of no future belief. It's a trap. It gets you to believe, and then you're going to waste 10, 20, 30 years of your life with nothing because you believe their bullshit fear. For what? For what? Why? So you could feel scared and what? Like, you don't even get anything out of it. You know what I'm saying? So believe in yourself, bro. Bet on yourself. And that's what I'm saying. I will always support that. And I support those of you who do it. And you're surrounded by thousands of people who have done it. So take heart, and you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, this is your fight. This is your battle. And you got to believe in it. And you got to think for you and your future self. But that's a good thing. And if you get that, just that little belief is enough to change it. So do it, man. Come on. Come on. Woo! It's the best place. Well, we'll see. Buy me a house one day, and I'll talk to you guys in a few more years. That's it. We'll see, and it shows. That's it, man. It's going to show. No matter what, everything, it shows. That's what I'm saying with all of it. So it will reflect. You guys you save up for a down payment. You think about your future. The long term, I love you, Josh. This is it's all gonna show. That's it. I love it. I think it was G.K. Chesterton or C.S. Lewis. If you told me you got hit by a train and I didn't see an injury on you, I wouldn't believe you, right? Some of you hype me up. You're like, Josh, it changed my life. Josh, so good. You are telling me a train hit you, right? You're saying this is so great, like a train hitting you. Oh my, it's the biggest thing in my life. Oh my, great. When I see you one day, it better look like a train hit you. It better look like the long-term hit you. You know what I'm saying? Through how you conduct yourself, your view of the future, your savings, real estate, all it will show. I should see the train hitting you in a good way. Your brother's share? Yeah, you could just get a home loan and buy that equity portion. But it might have to be private money. You can't get a conventional loan for like an equity portion of a home. VA's at 5.6. Do you think it makes sense to refinance? Yeah, once rates go down. But go look. So I think you heard our last conversation. Obviously, you're going to pay the 1%, so you're aware of that, which is good. And thank you for your service. But just make sure the numbers. Because I wouldn't refinance yet. Unless you have a really high rate, and refinancing now, even at 5, saves you a good monthly payment more than the equity you'd lose, I would wait. I think rates could come a lot lower because right now rates are still extremely high. That's why none of the REITs are budging a lot. I would have thought rates would have already moved by now. So I think you have, unless you are getting a great deal on the refi right now and that monthly payment eases pressure right now, I would wait if you can. Is SAT still up there? Yeah, those plays are still up a ton. I already made most of them free. I got a couple. They were 4 cents. The plays, I don't know how it filled me. I put in a limit at 5. It was at 10, and then it did one of those glitches and then filled me. But, yeah, I sold out 2 of them at 30. I sold out 5 of them at 10. And then now I have the last 2 or 3, and they're at like 5 to 45. But, yeah, that was crazy. I got lucky. It wasn't supposed to fill me. I put in the limit. I said I whiffed it. I saw the Chads take it. You guys took it ahead of me, and you took the 5s. I was like, fuck. So my limit stayed there, and then it filled. Okay, and SPY's going up. We're still in off topic. Yeah, we got 20 more minutes, and then I'm going to free the Chads. A lot of real estate questions. And remember, if you email me, tradingfraternity@gmail.com, I have a plan for all the Chads in the cult real estate. So to put you there, I got to get you guys the home buyer's guide, but that way get in touch with the agent. So when you're shopping, you guys need to make sure you see what you qualify for. And then if you ever come across a deal, I want you to be able to offer and actually seriously pursue it and know what you need. But email me and I'll forward. And if you ever want to sell me a house, if you find one and I buy it, I will pay you. Tradingfraternity@gmail.com. Whoop. We might need to get into that too. But then again, I don't want to handle all of it. But yeah, man, some of you guys should be even getting out there every day. There's still a whole nother set of careers you could be doing while making money in the market and your long-term doing real estate. Again, door knocking, bro. That's how I would always whip up 6 figures if I needed it, bro. Just go flip a house real quick. Hunt, baby. I work with wholesalers. I'll pay you the wholesale fee if it's a good deal. Yes, sir. The first time I took a big bet on yourself, how did you handle the emotions? I don't know, man. I really don't. So this is where, and can I tell this to all of you? All of you need to stop being emotional. And do you know how you could stop being emotional? Stop thinking about emotions. Because I'm not going to lie to you, I never really gave a shit. Does that make sense? In the moment, I never was like, oh, what are my emotions? I was just surviving. Does that make sense? I really hope it does. Because now I could look back and sure, I could probably give you a story, but it was just survival. I never cared about emotions, bro. We couldn't afford to. Does that make sense? Like, for real. We really couldn't afford to, bro. Just life was usually too difficult, or I was probably stressing my shit out, losing my hairline, trusting in my abilities more than God, and just God knows what was going through my mind. But, stop thinking about it. No, but like for real, like I mean this, what I'm about to tell you is going to hurt a little bit, okay? but I mean this genuinely. And maybe it applies to someone who needs it more. And that's why you might just be a good example right now. But yeah, are you ready for this, you guys? Stop being little bitches. That's little bitch shit. Okay? That's what my brother would have told me. He would have slapped me too. Okay? But yeah, who gives a fuck about emotion? Like, what do you mean I have imposter syndrome? Shut the fuck up. You're either going to survive or die, rich or poor. That's it. You understand? I mean this respectfully. Don't get mad at me, ladies. Leave that conversation to the women. Okay? Yes, I just said that. I know. And I mean this because I want you... No, seriously, though. I see too many Chads. You are sitting here on this screen trying to have these emotional talks, but it's feeding emotions. And the reality is, I never gave a I never had these little bitch conversations. Ever. Until I had money and we could talk about it. This is rich people shit. Do you understand? So maybe that's a better way. Sorry, ladies. But I'm saying this is an emotional conversation, but that's it. This is a rich person conversation. Are you rich yet? Do you have what you want? Then no, don't worry about that. And I mean this in a way where you'll be good, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You'll go through emotions and all of it, but you don't need to feed it. And don't think about it and keep betting on yourself. But I want you to be so immersed in work and what you're doing, you don't have time to think about how you feel in that sense. I want you to appreciate it while you're in the middle of it. And then maybe you'll look back and then you'll be like, oh my gosh, how did I even do that? But right now, last thing you need to do is a intake of how you feel and your emotions. Does that make sense? For that will take you nowhere on this journey. It won't. It's just a burden that you're adding to your bag. And you don't need that right now. So down the line, you'll probably think about it. But right now, it's either you're surviving or not, and you're taking the right steps or not. Don't be consumed with the feelings of it. And that's what I'm saying. Even trying to figure out the feelings is playing the feeling emotional game. You have an adrenaline dump, put it to work. That's it. Anytime you feel like that, say, what can I do? And start working. See? That's a good... But again, don't stress yourself out too, though. That's what I'm saying. Take a step back and realize whatever's going... Amor fati. And then, am I doing what I need to? That's what I was going to tell you. Oh, all of it, bro. So here it is. You just... Remember that thought I forgot? I remembered it. Subconscious. That's it. A psychopath won't try to analyze how he feels. And maybe I am a psychopath, but analyze your feelings at the right time. That's what I'm saying. On the journey is not the... Let me tell you this. If you are running away from a lion, are you going to stop to take a dump? That's why I said this is a rich person conversation. Because honestly, when I was poor and I wasn't thinking about this. I was running away from a lion. I had to survive. Do you understand? So y'all, unless you have everything you want, it's either survival or not. When you're running away and it's fight or flight, your body isn't thinking about certain things. So that's why I'm saying this conversation... It's good to be aware of your feelings and all of it, but I do think at some point this conversation may be better at a different time. Maybe they don't do a post-interview questionnaire. They don't do it in the middle of the game. It's after the game. Is it First Solar? I have end phase up. Yeah, all of them are just got clobbered. House would exempt worker tips from income tax with exemption bill. That's all I see. I think it is part of the tax bill. But yeah, this is what I was going to tell you guys. Are you ready? Hear me. All of it, bro. The philo, the stressing out, letting go of the wheel. Do you guys not realize it? It's all subconscious. That's why when you work hard, when you wake up, when you do what you need to do, and you do the right steps, and in your mind you feel aligned, everything lines up subconsciously. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's hard to feel like you're behind if you know deep down you're working hard. It's hard to feel like, oh, this isn't going to work out if subconsciously you're actually dotting your I's and T's. You know what you're putting into it. That's why when someone says, oh, no, and they talk, you know deep down. That's why if someone talks shit to you and subconsciously you know you weren't really working hard, it might hit you. Oh, yeah. Again, that's why when you're like, oh, maybe I am lazy, it's because subconsciously. So that's why when you do the right things, small good decisions, hold a good standard and stick to it, I hope you realize you're feeding your subconscious. You're giving your subconscious evidence. That's why you could say the devil is a lie. Yeah, let every man be a liar. You can say whatever you want about me. My subconscious knows the work I did. So again, it's not by work alone. That's why I could leave it to God, but that's how I could let go. Because subconsciously, I'm waking up. I'm doing what I need to. I'm not being irresponsible. The more you strengthen that, it's hard to feel that anxiety. It's hard to get subconscious evidence against you. So, think about it. Think about it. All right, man, we're just chilling at the highs. All right, we got 15 minutes till power hour. I'll release them in a little. I need to go to the bathroom again. CPI, it's lower on core, but I think oil did bounce a lot. But unless CPI, as long as we keep writing good trade deals, as long as it's not an extremely aggressive core, I don't think it'll matter. As weird as that sounds. Fed officials still bracing for economic shock despite China tariff pause. New York Times. Fed Goolsbee, I endorse the 18 approach due to uncertainty. So the bar for action has to be high. Fed Goolsbee, New York Times. Oh, GSAT. Bro, this thing's popping. Would they benefit off the satellites? Or how would that work? Because the other one went down, and then GSAT's up. The Sats one hit. Dude, that play, oh man, it sold me one at 50. Oh, I forgot I put that limit in, yeah. So I got over 1,000% on Sats. But GSAT, this is another satellite play, but they're going up. So yeah, that Sats one hit though. Holy shit. Yeah, 4 cents to $50. Yeah, Bitcoin was flushing. All right, and then I'm going to go to the bathroom. Follow me on Instagram, and then I'll come back, and then we'll do
CVS Health are
some more off markets, and then go home.
CVS Health alone is down about 5%. Hey, just got about 50 seconds. So what are you going to be watching in terms of the specificity of what we get from the White House on this?
Yeah, so the first step, I think, is going to be what I'm interested in is if any of this stuff turns up in any of the trade discussions with the European Union. Remember, and I'll end on this, one of the issues we have is that not only Europe has had to increase its investment in defense, if now it has to increase buying drugs, and you might say, well, so what? Go ahead and do it. Then, of course, that creates an issue, right? And maybe that's where some of the players want to go. And, get the system to creak.
Yeah. Listen, this is when you bring it up, man. People have,
this is one of those things where I go to, I have all these hot takes, right? A sort of reactionary anger. And then I go to Sam and he knows he has the details. He has the education and he explains. And I kind of feel better after I talk to him.
Certainly knows
it's not easy. It's not easy because human life is involved.
Exactly. These are not things that necessarily you have a choice on. Bloomberg Intelligence Director of Research, Global Industries, and Senior Pharma Analyst Sam Fazeli out there in London, staying up late for us. So appreciate it. Hey, some headlines crossing the Bloomberg terminal. House Republicans releasing a text of a tax bill sought by the president. This includes tax breaks on tips through 2028, includes tax break on overtime through 2028, the SALT reduction cap, Matt. This is for you.
Yeah, I think this is the reaction we got.
Millions of working families in New York will be better off.
And the tax bill includes a $4,000 bonus standard deduction for seniors. It also calls to an end the EV tax credit early. So we're getting some details on that. You're right, Matt. It's for everybody.
Apple brings emergency satellite to iPhone 13.
Life? It means
life. Yeah, so I think the tax bill, and again, Trump tried to pump that a little earlier with some other headlines, but that is causing some moves. I think it's moving more individual names, and then bonds still down. I'd watch if big tech. It's weird. The VIX is going lower, though. Starlink introduced uncertainty about global stars roll with Apple. Yeah, I think the other one was just the investigation, and I thought they were going to win something. Those sats are up a lot, though, still. So GG's if you got that. Now, where's Nivda? Nivda's still near the high. Spies up here. We are chilling. I know if no more EV tax credit, you guys might no more EV deals. That means those lease deals will go away. That's how you got it, that $7,500 rebate. IMOS. All right, we got 8 more minutes, Chad. And then we'll free them. Is there any off-topic questions? Now is your chance. Anything about Fresh Pet? I think they're up a lot. My girl used to feed her dog Fresh Pet. Now she gives them just food for dogs, I think. But yeah, I was surprised. Yeah, any movement now I think is in response to what we're getting out of the tax bill. So there's a couple different industries, but I don't think we're going to get anything crazy. We could get a wild sell-off just for positioning sake, but I don't think there's like a breaking news headline yet. But we'll see. Anthem? Oh, Auto Home. Legal, no links, please. No, you know the rules. Again, we have to enforce it. But I'll show everybody. The train derailment? I have not. I wanted to purchase land there, but it sucks because, like, I think the land is going to be affected for, like, 30 years. Because that's the same thing. Even, like, Salton Sea, I would love to buy places around there, but it's, like, legitimately hazardous. So that's usually one of the killers for real estate. is that it's not livable, because then that's one big part of you. Ask what's that place called? The one. How am I blanking on this? Chernobyl. Yeah. $500 in cash to buy a house, or what? You said $1 million earlier. But are you just asking, or do you really have this? Because I don't want to play a hypothetical game for no reason. And my answer is the same as before. That's what I always say. Little by little, both of them. You know the vibe, bro. Dude, sats. You're kidding me. Bro. Oh, I'm in the money. That's why. Holy fuck. Bro, the contracts are up over $1 now. No. Oh my God, I just sold one for $1.20. So $4 to $120. That's crazy. So I mean, again, I saw at least 50 of you I saw 50 orders come in before me. That's the crazy part. But yeah, I got one more left, and it's at $1.60 now. That's not bad. What a Monday, bro. That was on Sats. We just got it early. Remember, I told you I was mad early on it. I got the news of the FCC investigating them. So we were just mad early. I thought I missed it. Put a limit order. It filled me on the back and forth, and then they just went. I made them free at 10 cents, and then I sold two at 30, and then I sold another one at 50, and then I just sold that one out for $1.20. I don't know how, and then I got one more left. Yeah, crypto's kind of been going down for the last hour, I want to say. Tax bill does not include the millionaire tax bracket. Yeah, I bounced off the bottom there, but since 10? It was coming down. And then SPY still chilling. I think it's 2,000% on the Sats. Pentagon cancels all gender-affirming healthcare for transgender troops as it moves to kick them out of the military. Memo seen by Reuters. Debt limit by $4 trillion raised. HRB bill to explore public-private partnership to report the cost of a new free tax filing to 70%. Interesting. Check HRB and Intuit. So they want to do some sort of combination or some government thing to pay for it. Your message? I didn't. I could go back. Get a hold of lending tips. You were quoted 762 on a 30-year. Hit him up on, is it Don't Buy Real Estate on Instagram? Or you could shoot me an email and I'll forward it to him. That's high. I don't know. Is this your second property or first? But you might be able to get it a little lower. Unless there's something like income credit. But it's a little bit higher. HRB, they kind of just chilled. Oh, excuse me. The Iron Condor. I would go back to one of the old videos on options on the trading fraternity or one of the streams from last year during NVIDIA earnings because we went over them. But you're just selling or buying premium depending on if you think it'll stay in a range or go outside of a range. Who's going to laugh with you when we get Raul? Probably the other half of people holding SPY puts, I would say. But other than that, I don't know. First off-market flip. Let's go, baby. That's good, man. Did you get those from those signs? Either way, bro, I love it. Let's go, man. This is a good opportunity to be striking. Well, we've had sell-offs at the end of the day, and really whatever happens on Monday and Tuesday is just nothing like the end of the week. So I do think, even with the calendar, we do have a lot of events kind of, backloaded to the end of the week. So whatever we do in the first couple of days might be liable to extreme change down the line. End phase still going? Oh my goodness. $20 million in volume first hour, 52 million total. Yeah, we have CPI tomorrow. That is crazy because today was more volume, but yeah, throughout the day is absolutely nothing. So liquidity is still kind of low. It's kind of weird though. This is the part that's crazy, and I hope you guys see, we're getting to the FOMO zone, but Do you realize we are where we were at the beginning of the year? That's what's even crazy. Look at this. This is the low of December 20th. Enphase is still getting cooked. So again, there's something in the bill about solar, but yeah, they got murked right there. A forward closer. You just got to make sure the property's good, still a good deal, and I don't know the funding, but foreclosures aren't bad, just how you go about buying them. Usually that could hurt you if you're inexperienced. Like if it's a cash offer or an auction, just don't overpay, and then you're just going to have to repair the property. Most foreclosures aren't in good condition, so factor that in. But yeah, it does come down to the numbers of the deal. All right, you're coming down. This is actually the lowest we've been in, 2 hours? So right when they gave updates on the tax bill, we started selling off. Not to mention, you might just get that end of the day meandering. All right. Well, it's power hour. I don't think that's it. But yeah, you didn't. No more off topics. I think I'm going to free them. I think I'm going to free the Chad, my brethren. Be willing to put $1 million down for a development in Red Lodge over the next 9 months. If it pays out good, but email me the details. I'll look. But yeah, anybody, any real investor, the money and stuff like that won't matter. It's just like, what's the return? So if you're offering, say, hey, I need $1 million for 9 months, like, what are you bribing them with? AKA, what's the return? It has to be worthwhile to secure it. Because remember, anybody with $1 million right now, you could get guaranteed 50 grand, 40 grand by just waiting into a bond. So it has to be a certain amount of return and safety and guarantees, all that, to make it worthwhile. But that's what I'm saying. So if the deal makes sense, a lot of people will swarm around that. But if not, if the deal isn't like competitive, then those are the deals you're gonna have to hunt for. Okay, are you ready? We're freeing them. Free the Chad. Freedom. Oh my goodness, we have freed the Chad, Habibi. Chads have been freed. Inflation Reduction Act energy credits, potentially solar, are missing from the draft. This could mean solar provisions might later be added. That means these would bounce. First solar, Enphase would bounce hard if that was the case. Where is Intel? I can't believe NVO and Eli Lilly. After all the biotech stuff. Even today, bro, 4% is massive. We're back to the beginning of the year low, but for how big of a deal the China stuff was, this all feels so small. But it just feels, because we only moved 2 points intraday, 3 points. So, yeah, bro, I don't know. It's chillad. Woo! Oh, 7 legal, baby. Hey, man. Quarter day, Chad. Thank you, my friends. I hope y'all got some dividends in another all-time hard. Are you kidding me? Bro, the Sats thing. How low can this thing go? Bro, I think those plays are at $2. I don't even want to hold it anymore. Yeah, give me $2. I am fine with $2. Oh, somebody's already on the bid at $2. That's crazy. Tesla pop. A little bit. Even the SPY, again, where we heard a lot about the bills and all that. So that might start to move things. $4. Yeah, that was great. I already realized $4 into 120. That was realized profit on the other one, but dude, the shit's I just saw it hit 250 on the ask. And now it's again it is over to 50 cents in the money with a week of time. And then Docu on the high and a couple of other names. Netflix, again, SPY's trying to work its way up here. And welcome back, Chads. We did free everybody, so glad you guys are here. I hope your day is good. I hope you have a long term. Long terms are celebrating today. This is kind of mind-blowing. Again, this is what I was just showing. I don't know if you guys realize it, but where you're trading now, look. This was the low of December 20th. And then it's also like the high of January 13th. But like we're back into the beginning of the year levels. That's kind of crazy. Because again, we just had to get at. Remember this little box that we were in. This box, that's like the new freak out. But now you're like back to where you were trading within a couple days of the market and then prior to inauguration. Crazy, bro. So yeah, this is what I was saying. That FOMO zone. It's funny because I think the SPY is doing better. But yeah, we're 7 points off the level we said to watch for. But yeah. Don't say freak out. I think freak out's an appropriate word. I think everybody freaked out a little bit the last couple of weeks. A lot of manufactured fear, a lot of legitimate fear, a lot of emotions, a lot of opinions. All that mattered was a few decisions. This is why we're still negative on the year. That's the crazy part. So you're still negative on the year. And, I mean, you still have higher tariffs. And I'm pretty sure there's a couple of things unresolved, to be honest with you. So, yeah, man, what a fun time. What a fun time. Yeah, NVIDIA's still going, or I want to say NVO. If NVO didn't get clapped after today, then I don't know. I hope it bottoms out here, but dude, I thought it was going to underperform today. I was like, all right, fair enough. He's getting directly targeted, but the fact that they kind of dodged the bullet there and are now green. Pizza. Chips. Yeah, NVIDIA good too. Remember NVIDIA earnings in a couple of weeks, and then we have who else? Wally World. They're up next. Sats? Oh, I don't know. We just played it for the news again. I made a $4 play. That one hit really good, but we just got the FCC news literally within seconds. I hope you guys saw that because that was a news jump, but we were early. But yeah, other than that, I don't really think about this play. We just caught the news early, saw cheap options, and that's it. Already sold. I only got one left, so probably not going to think about it. We're just going to move on. So it's up to you guys what you do with it, but I think that was the money move. All right. And then I do need to go. We freed the chats. So let me go pee real quick. It is Power Hour. You guys know we only have 50 minutes left? Yalla, habibi. Yalla. No?
Well, I think
nice. All right. Instagram. The trading
right?
fraternity.
I wasn't trying to
Real
say
Call
that
News on Twitter.
You wouldn't buy reasonably valued tech companies that have really strong growth prospects. I think that there absolutely are companies in technology that fit in. And, our favorite way to play it is really in interactive media, right? So the interactive media companies showed through this earnings season really very little negative impact from the tariffs, from the kind of the modest economic slowdown that maybe we saw going into it because of the efficacy of their ad platforms, right? They're targeting better, they're continuing to monetize better, both their content and their advertising. And that doesn't look like it's going to subside anytime soon. And with the continued benefits of AI, we would expect, ongoing strength there. And those companies are just very reasonably priced. My concern with technology as a whole is that you still have some very expensive companies that have very high expectations built in. And over this earnings season, we definitely saw those that are more expensive with very high expectations, even if they're still growing, but not growing at the same rate, really getting hit. So we're not in the environment we were a year or two ago, where if you're a high growth company, like your multiple goes up kind of no matter what. It was definitely a more discriminating market.
So when you say reasonably valued, it sounds to me like you'd put mega cap, for many of them, in that basket.
Some of the mega cap I absolutely would put in that basket. Yes, I'm definitely not saying all mega cap is negative. I think within mega cap, you've got very dispersed evaluations, right? You have very different business strategies. So, but yeah, I would pick those that are really just more reasonably priced, because that's in an environment where the 10 years, getting closer to 4.5%. I don't think that we're going to see, stocks that trade at 50, 100 times earnings continue to have valuation expansion. They're going to have very meaningful earnings growth. And it's just easier if you buy a less expensive company that's solid to see that stock go up and not have hiccups along the way.
All right, stay with me now, because I want to focus on other areas of the market that are having a great day. Financials among them, from the banks, private equity, almost everything in between. Leslie Picker follows that money for us and joins us now with a look. Hey, Les.
Hey, Scott. Yeah, along with other risk on assets today, financial stocks on the move, much higher on the prospect that this weekend's Geneva trade war detente may avert the worst-case scenario for the economy. And of course, that is critical for bank, credit card, and private credit borrowers. The KRE, an index of regional banks, is up more than 5% today, while the KBE, comprised of larger banking peers, is up nearly 5% and has almost recouped its losses year to date, kind of a round trip there. And credit card providers like Synchrony, Discover, Capital One are some of the biggest outperformers in the sector, on hopes that the trade talks will allow the health of the consumer to continue to thrive. That was a concern recently. And alternative asset managers like Apollo, KKR, and Blackstone also gaining today, with the hope that progress on the tariffs means less impact to their portfolio companies' supply chains, and that the stable markets, or the prospect of more stable markets, may help open that window for IPOs and M&A. Scott.
Yeah, just what the doctor ordered there.
Just what the doctor ordered. All right, Chad. Well, welcome to Power Hour. We got about 43 minutes remaining, 47 minutes. But yeah, you've been dancing around the highs for what, 2 hours? 2.5. But other than that, take it into CPI tomorrow. I still think there's more to come from China, but it's way better than expected, you guys. Even right now, the way this held up all day, even if you get the weird move. But yeah, guys, this is it's weird. Pinduoduo is dropping, but nah, man, this is a wild China thing. Like, just that wasn't supposed to happen. I don't know. Think about it. Even China, how did this deal occur? Because China, remember, it was like, oh, they don't want to back down, but this was all way better than expected. So, yeah, that's why I think there's still a lot more here, but for now, 4% back to beginning of the year levels, and then we see where the rest of this week takes us, but it's going to be exciting. I don't think the CPI is going to do anything. I think it's going to be one of those things we follow in the morning, and then if Trump says or doesn't say the right comment, and then that's it. But I think after, that's what I'm trying to say, is that I think China And this event is so big that I don't know if the other stuff will get in the way. But unless it's like really, really hot, unless it's like a economically crisis type of print, you know, which I doubt considering, I mean, oil did come up a little bit, but it's still down. But unless that happens, I don't really think tomorrow. I'm more interested in Powell and then the Walmart earnings. I think that mixed in with whatever we hear out of Saudi Arabia, and then whatever we got to look forward to next, that'll be it. Unless there's some weird, you might get like rumor developments with China. I could see that happening throughout, but yeah, that's pretty much it. The FOMO, I mean, you guys don't think it's why? I put this on yesterday's video. So this screenshot is from 2 weeks ago now. Please hold. Yeah. 5714, then 5753, then 5779, then above 5845 is a good sign, and FOMO really sets in. So, and then if it gets sour, 5387. But there's a lot, I still believe the last part. There's a lot of room to chop. That's what I even said it yesterday on yesterday's watch list. Even if we break above 5845, I still think it's going to be choppy. I think we're going to get a couple of easy moves. Today was one of them, but it's still going to be mad choppy. Like mad choppy. Even to a new higher level. Make no mistake. But 58.45. That is the level I told you about in advance. We are here. We're still under it. We were 4 points below it. But once that breaks, you think this is FOMO, anything above here now, people are going to really start chasing. But then that's a good sign for momentum. Like I'm saying here, if we could actually get above that level and hold, you're back to the beginning of the year now. This is a whole nother step up in levels that makes the earlier freak out look that much crazier. People should have participated. Maybe not. That's the next part I'm kind of saying here is that you guys got to look ahead. If you miss this move, I wouldn't really be too mad. And if you got this move, I wouldn't really be too happy. Because what happens when 45 days from now, we come right back down, and then you're going to be like, I wish I didn't FOMO. And then the people who are like, oh, now I have cash. Just that is a possibility, and that is an outcome you have to keep in mind. And that's what I'm saying is where it's just like you don't have confidence in where the moves will end up. It looks good now, and it feels good, and it felt bad earlier, but you don't know if buying the dip was actually a good move yet, even though we like it now. So, yeah, we'll see. But that's why 10-year plan doesn't really get too affected, and we're still on the same strategy that got us here. Orc. What up, baby? If Walmart's good, I think it should push them up. But remember what happened last time. Your boy was really good. Walmart did very good, and they did not warn about tariffs, and the market just ignored that. So remember, the elephant in the room. So I think if Walmart does good, if it does really good, market may like it with this FOMO now. Maybe the market gets on board. Otherwise, ignore a good outcome from Walmart. Only thing that matters is if they do bad, sadly. So we'll see. But if now that the FOMO's back and then they do good, then maybe everybody will jump on board a good print. But I really think they'll only respond to down or bad. I like PayPal, but I'm up on it. So trade at your own risk. Remember, buying plays we're up on is really, is hit or miss. The ones we're down on, though, people have had a good time. Hate being sick. I know. I got sick for the first time a couple months ago that one day. You'll be good if you've been healthy. You rest, sleep. Up and down. Well, you even get to see it too, because I'm sure if you notice your long term today, MO is down. by 4%. So hopefully you guys see what happened. Think about it. We shoot up 4%. All of the good value plays got killed. So again, today people rotated out. The Dow still did good, but they got out of the names that they ran up and then went to that. What am I down the most on? I don't know, but if you care about it, you should check. So I made a video yesterday with a very updated long term, and you could go to the portfolio and you could see. But I'm not going to do your work for you beyond giving you a perfect dip buy 2 weeks ago that everybody ignored for some reason. But yeah, if you want to know what's still down, you should look. I did have a good Mother's Day. It was very nice. Very pleasant. Jose! Good morning, Mr. Rodriguez. I hope you have a long term and your day is going good. Orc. Testing out the emojis. Oh, Intuit's getting clobbered now. Who's the other one? HRB? They didn't move, but Intuit, remember, that's the tax thing. Yeah, a lot of people have brought up General Mills as a value. I think they're still near the lows. And then again, Pepsi. There's so many names. Loving pizza. Much appreciated. Pizza. Can we buy that? Can we buy the pizza from Little Caesars? Papa John should buy that. Because I like pizza. But it is the different company. But amen. That one was a good one. But I'm not going to lie, though. I saw a commercial for Little Caesars. And they got some good marketing, bro. Little Caesars has an exclusive Mountain Dew. You know that? And I'm not going to lie. It made me want to try it. Because I like Baja Blast from Taco Bell. But yeah, I was like, damn, that's good in the pizza game to have your own branded soda you could only get from there. Like, that's hype, bro. PM, it's a good company, but it's just up. So we were buying. Dude, you know what I realized, you guys? Bro, we were buying tobacco plays when everybody was buying AI. So, not bad. But yeah, we bought all the tobacco plays. You could have bought Philip Morris or BTI when we bought MO, but I think they're all up a lot now. They're coming down with this little rotation, but they'll be back up. But I think they're the best companies, but I would not be buying the tobacco plays these high. That's what sucks. Because they're really good names, but if you buy them this high and then we get a period where they go down, yeah, it's terrible. Mango Mountain Dew won't even sneak a case. Dude, I want to try it, but the only place you could get it is Little Caesars. Yeah, you already know, bro. It's Mango Mountain Dew. Well, everything is just doing good. Like, all of the cigarette stuff. But yeah, the smokeless was the trend. But we just picked it up at a really good time, bro. We were and I put a lot. That's what I was saying. Go look at the purchase history, bro. We were buying MO for like months in a row, and we were going big, but we were just scooping it up in the 30s and low 40s. But now the industry's great. If it ever comes down, I would buy it, but I wouldn't be chasing it right now. Yeah, want to buy them? You might be able to sell them for a premium. Buy them from Little Caesars, and then just sell them. That's hilarious. You're an old head, but you learned so much from it, man. You got long term. That's it. You only have long. You have long heads, and that's it. That's all that exists. Long term. You have the cop one. I haven't even tried it, man. So let me know. Let me know if it's worth it. Do dividends factor heavy? It depends what it is. If I want a dividend name, then yes. But like NVO pays a dividend, I didn't buy it for the dividend. Even pizza, believe it or not, pizza paid a fat dividend, but I bought it for other reasons. I bought it because it's pizza, because it'll be around. They have good market share, and then I felt the equity and the valuation. There was just a lot of upside. So, but that paid a dividend, but we didn't factor it in. But when we were buying MO and Pfizer and other names, like we were thinking for the dividend as well as the company and other factors. Yeah, Uber's 52-week high, man. I didn't it hit 100, or am I tripping? Yeah, I thought Uber was higher at one point, but apparently not. But yeah, this is a 52-week high. Anniversary, you sold half your company stock to buy her the ring in 04. Today we could have paid off the house. Well, hey man, what's meant to be is meant to be, baby. Congratulations. And you got the law term, and you're still alive in 20 years of a happy marriage. Congratulations. You like using Lyft more than Uber? I honestly hate both of them. But I do use Uber when I need to. But I always forget. I just hate the fucking process. And then if you're in the wrong area, and then you gotta wait, and then they cancel. But Lyft has given me way more problems. Lyft was terrible. But Lyft is cheaper. It's so annoying. No, Lyft will be like substantially cheaper. They just won't show up. So it makes sense. That's what happened last time I was traveling. It was the weirdest. I would book these Lyfts, bro, and they would just not come. I was getting mad. And then Uber is like $30 more. After hours, I will take a look. All right. Well, Chad, 2 minutes till 30. But other than that, I hope you already wrapped up your plays and think tomorrow is CPI in the morning, hour before the bell. So then you get whatever follow-up after that. And then it's just all about whatever we get from China, Saudi Arabia, even this EU stuff. That might become another issue too. And then the tax bill, because at the end of the day here, we got a little... Card normal. Well, I don't know. You guys haven't been hearing it. I don't know if it's like Elon hate or if it's true, but apparently like Elon is really behind on the self-driving cars. That's what they're saying. I don't know if I believe it. I can't tell. But pretty much they're saying like Waymo is so far ahead of Tesla that they're saying Tesla's auto taxi thing is going to fail. But I don't know if that's just Elon hate or if if they actually have lost market share. But Waymo is made. I don't know. I don't like any of them. I'm not getting in no fucking self-driving cab, you idiots. That's all you, but that's what they're saying. They're like, well, Waymo is way better. Waymo is already on this train, man. Waymo and Elon will never Waymo. Elon will never. And like, Elon, no. But Waymo is already there. So, yeah. You would say Elon hate, Waymo's annoying. No, like, what do you guys think objectively? Because I'm not into that, let alone I'm not like, let me ask this. Are any of you guys looking forward to this? Like, are any of you, like, do you wake up excited? Like, oh, the day where I could get an auto taxi is closer. Like, do you get hyped on that? And are you like, do you look forward to that day? Is that something in your life that you're like, wow, that's going to change my life? Because I don't care. I'm not for it nor against it. I view it like, I don't know. I'd try it out eventually, but it's not like it's going to be there. So, but other than that, is this a big deal? You're a shareholder. Yeah, Uber will make us money, but it'll fix traffic. But it's going to take a while to get rid of all the Nissan Altimas, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't think these Waymos or robo-taxis are going to fix the problem. We still, people got Nissan Altimas that need to go before we get rid of traffic. So that's why I'm like, I feel like we're still 20 years ahead of this. The amount of Uber drivers that tell you their life story is what you're looking for. You could just say conversation limited, but they still talk to you. Only thing I hate about Ubers when I get into them is that they force me to lie. That's it. That's all. I'd be like, yeah, I'm a professional baker when he asks me, because I don't know what to say. I don't want to tell him about my life, and I just start making shit up, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. I do it. I do that a lot. I do it when the Uber drivers start asking me shit. I play hella dumb. I'm like, oh, yeah, I make confectionaries. That's for 50 years. He's like, how old are you? I'm like, I'm 70. Yeah. It's, But other than that, I don't really get too involved. You've caught so many people piercing me with their story. Can you tell when we lie? I never thought about that. I always thought they believed me. That's it. Because I don't like make too crazy of lies. I just try to like go with the flow. A lot of Uber drivers won't take rides where I live. You think Waymos would service you better? You say that now, but I have seen a video of a bunch of people beating up a robot. So if it's not safe for humans, I don't know if if an unarmed car will handle it any better, bro. But we'll see. Tan H? What's this? It's up 55 in Spot Chillin'. Do you guys hear me? I moved the mic into a different angle. Do I sound the same? This might be easier if you could hear me. But I moved the microphone sideways. Does it pick up differently or is it the same? Sounds the same? Loud and clear. Sounds better. Oh. All right, nice. Well, yeah, it's sideways now. It's out of I don't see it anymore. Yeah, Waymo boys. Yeah, wait. Why can't people just steal them? Like, why can't you just like steal a Waymo and take it to a chop shop? I'm just saying that's a lot of tech on. How do they prevent that? New Waymo with turrets. Securely get to your location. Not the sunglass version? Yeah. I wish I had them non-sunglasses. Because I like them as sunglasses, but then, yeah. Because I told you I want to film basketball at the gym, but I can't go to the gym wearing sunglasses. Plant. Well, we're chilling, but you got 25 minutes left. So hopefully you wrap up all plays. U.S. tax Republican bill does not include a millionaire tax bracket. That's old. The Waymo is 108 per revenue in one city. They in 6 cities. Tesla is releasing. Oh, hold on. Well, here's my thing. At the end of the day, like what I was trying to ask is the demand for cyber cabs and like autonomous cab, is it that high? Like, and is it going to be? Like, what happens if we end up not liking them? Have you guys thought about that? Is that not a possibility? Like, what happens if we try it and then we're like, we don't like it. Nah, maybe we were wrong about it. Like, kind of like 3D printers. What if it works, but then it's just not as big as you think it's going to be? Seems like asking what if people don't like the internet? No, I don't think so. We're taught internet is a method of communication. Communication is what we're waiting. Again, TV, radio, the phone. Ask Alexander Bell. So we're not talking transportation. You know, you need the next version of transportation will be big, but it's not really an autonomous version of something that exists. So again, like when you went from like steam engine to like a combustion engine, and that was a development in transportation. So I don't know. I think it would be more foolish to assume that this can't fail than to think than to ask the question of what if this isn't that. So I don't know. That's just my view. Because like I'm not too like, I see everybody talks about, again, I bought Uber at $24, and 5 years ago, 6 years ago, people were telling me about this and saying I shouldn't buy Uber for this reason. I bought Uber anyways. I didn't listen to them. And now that we're closer, I'm still feel the same way. And even though it's like, oh, well, whatever. But I don't know. It seems like kind of like EVs when everybody was pumping EVs and they're like, yeah, it's the future. What if it's part of our future, but it's not our future? Does that make sense? So, yeah. Who knows? But, yeah, I don't think it's the internet. Tesla, they might buy it. I think Lyft is great for parts. At the right price, I would buy Lyft. Pre-earnings will get affected, but Walmart went down. But, yeah, big moves do get in the way. I have watched iRobot, yes. Zooks? I have heard of Zooks, yeah. Isn't that Google or Amazon? Conversations remind you you're early on Tesla. Okay, calm down, Elon. See, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to pump my stock, but I will tell you this. You are kind of right. Because today we were talking about the next big thing. And I'll tell you, you don't need to find the next big thing. It's already right in front of you. So you're right. Tesla would be that company. Or Google. Or whoever else is doing it. But usually the next big thing is already in front of you succeeding before the stock goes crazy. Again, we bought Uber at $24. Uber was already popular before we added it. So you are right in that categorical sense. Tesla, you know, that's the one, or Google, or Amazon if you want Zooks. Yeah, Google is Waymo. I've been seeing a lot of Domino ads. I think they're scared because I told you on the watch list. Theoretically, all pizza needs is good marketing, or they need their competition to fail. That's it. I'm just thinking, if Domino's ever gets E. coli, pizza's going to $100 a share. That's it. So, but yeah, I have been seeing a lot of Domino ads and Little Caesars ads. The competition, bro. It's the same U.S. market share for pizza. They just fight for all of it, bro. That's it. Whoever gets the market share does good that year. That's my pizza. That's it. I don't know. It sucks. I only own $1,500, but I want to try to get more pizza if it ever drops. But yeah, I'm marketing pizza everywhere I go now. That's it. When it comes to normal pizza debate, now that I own pizza, pizza is number one. Pizza. Yeah, that's it. Because it is just marketing. It's terrible. No, because when I ate Papa John's after I bought the stock, I felt arrogant. Because I'm like, everybody made it seem like Domino's was fucking the Birkin bag of pizza. Like it was the Rolls Royce. But it's not. It's the same shit, bro. It's all just like, it's like debating Honda versus Toyota. And I'm like, come on, bro. But yeah, no. So I put respect on Papa John's. Stop fucking around. You know what I'm saying? Put some respect on Papa John. Even Little Caesars, you need to put some respect on Little Caesars too. Pizza. Mm-hmm. The gross margin, I don't know. I have to double check, but I don't think you could compare them the same. Because Papa John's makes more off franchise, where I think Domino's owns more of their own. But yeah, so I think those margins do get affected. They all taste slightly different because of their chemicals. That's it. That's all I've noticed with United States pizza. Like Papa John's, Domino's, Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, they all have like a chemical initial and aftertaste. Yes or no? And you just like the chemical, whatever it is. I don't know how to explain it, but that's the only thing I've noticed. Otherwise, it's exactly the same. They all just have like a chemical. It doesn't taste like a chemical, but it just gives it that. Maybe it is the water, to be honest. What they cook it like, yeah, but nah, bro. That's all it is. That's all I noticed. That's their. Otherwise, same, just different flavors, different random little crusts, but nah, they all have that chemical. Because Pizza Hut, I love the chemical taste of Pizza Hut. That's the one I like. Domino's doesn't do it for me. Papa John's and Little Caesars just taste the same but unique. But then they all have it's like a chemical. I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, that's how I differentiate. Could be the preservatives. I tried Marco's. I wanted to try Marco's. Marco's is pretty good. And then, dude, you know what I had, though? This one's ridiculous. Have you guys ever had Mountain Mike's? Mountain Mike's Pizza. I tried this place. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad. But it was $50 for a pizza. And I was like, you guys are fucking crazy. It was not worth it. No, Mountain Mike's, whoever the fuck came up with Mountain Mike's needs to go back to the mountain. Okay? Get the fuck out of here, Mountain Mike. That's terrible. Bro, so expensive. And it was so normal. I remember I tried it and they were like, oh no, it's this nice pizza and this. And it tasted just different chemical. And then I'm like, dude, how much was this? $55 for a large. I was like, this is ridiculous. So yeah, that's the only one. Keep them out of the conversation. Pizza Hut, Domino's, Papa John's, Little Caesars. That is American pizza. Yeah, Little Caesars, you can't stop it. $5, bro. Pizza. And then Lyft is good. Damn, Lyft's still holding their earnings. 17. Yeah, Round Table. But we don't, I mean, back in the day, we'd have Round Table, but we didn't ever deliver it. We would go to Round Table. I've actually been around table with my nephew, I think. I take him to play games. There's one here in San Diego. I would go to a pizza place with him and we play games. Argentina again? Oh, dude. There might be a play there. I forgot. China. Ooh. The option chain agrees. Okay, these are up 100%. There's premium, but I like that idea. Okay, I just made a play. Can any of you guess it? I'll tell you the play, but I don't want you to be like, what's the play? Give me the play. Oh, Josh, I want the play. Because I already hit 1,000, I hit a 2,000%er today. But here's the deal. I just want you to understand the news so that maybe you could find something good for you. And I put it on the stream alert. This play is terrible. So this play is already up. So if I'm wrong initially and you wait a couple of days, you'll be able to steal this play for way cheaper. So you don't have to really buy it right now. It's kind of a wait and see. So not a recommendation. I made a play on YPF, Argentina. It's an Argentina play. Why? It just dawned upon me. We just had a China deal. So there's a lot of deals between China and Argentina. And we were trying to get in the middle of them. So if we have a good deal with China now, that might make the China-Argentina link a lot easier. So that's why I decided to go with that play. I kept it small. It was a cheaper play, but like I'm saying, the play's already up, the stock's up. If nothing materializes in a couple of days, go check YPF options and they'll be a lot cheaper. And then you'll be able to see. Otherwise, this is just an idea. Play accordingly, play it cheap enough if you want, or you just wait. But I hope that information helps. I didn't realize it till now. I'm like, wait a minute. I've been seeing Argentina run the last couple of days, and then I'm like, wait a minute. We just got a China deal. So if we have a China deal, that Argentina could benefit or get hurt depending on how our relations go with China. So, because they already have it. McDonald's plans to hire 375,000 U.S. workers this summer. Large chip news hit the wire. China tariff rollback means for economy. I see sanctioning Iranians. I don't see anything on chips. Did I miss it? You will in 5 minutes? Oh, damn. Oh, FINRA. Ominously hinting at chip news. What time is it? Oh, shit. We only have 5 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. Watch. So get ready for that. But that, I don't know. That might be there. U.S. moles large chip sale to Emirati AI firm G42. Oh, yeah, there's NVIDIA moving. That might, yeah, you might be early, but AI, Saudi, NVIDIA, come on. Today went by huge, bro. This was a great day. We had mad plays, took profits, long-term at all-time highs. We hit a 2,500%. So what more can you ask for, butter? Butter, buddy, brother? But yeah, other than that, you got 10 minutes. That's 10-minute rigged. You're going to get Saudi chip news, it looks like, which, again, I've been telling you to get ready for 2 weeks. But yeah, other than that, you ride it home, finalize your plays. I've already done everything. So I made a couple there at the end. And then we ride them out. That Sats is still up 1,000% on the bid. That last one. Oh, the RTXs. Dude, we had some good hits today. And the options just moved. They all moved instantly. It was beautiful. But yeah, that was great. So pay yourself too, especially if you didn't get any hitters last week. Again, because I took some losses. I got washed on Apple. We made it all back this morning. But yeah, wrap it up, Chatteroony. Chattadoni. I love the long term, bro. Are you kidding me? And we got cash still. It's amazing. It's amazing. I did free the Chads, I think. Yeah, there should be. All right.
Definitely in a bull market, but I bring
definitely in a bull market. I hate these
because
people.
They're not left out of this party.
You know
either.
that?
It's pretty much broad based.
That's crazy because you technically didn't hit a bear market, and now they're like, oh, they just act. Do you see how they like quickly move on? That's what I'm making money. You know that, right? And I'm at all-time highs. So I'm feeling your guys' pain because they get. I hate what they do to people, bro. Look how quickly they just like, we're in a bull market. They just move on.
Raises the question
They don't
about
give a
just in
fuck.
terms of mechanical buying.
They were the ones telling you to panic. Yeah, now they're like,
not necessarily look at the bull market.
Yeah.
Policy or U.S. exceptionalism.
All right, well, let's get an opinion from someone who's not a robot. He is a real life
Am I a
human
robot?
being, and he is one of our favorite. No, you said mechanical buying.
Oh,
Not
I see.
you.
I got you. All
You're
right.
real too. You're real to me. David Bonson joins us. He's the Chief Investment Officer over at the Bonson Group. David, great to have you here. Make sense of this for me, right? I understand the sentiment shift, right? The idea is that we were walking into, at least with China, 145% tariffs.
Well, listen, man. Stay safe out there. Just stay safe out there. And if you run back to them the next time there's volatility, you deserve it. These guys are ruthless. No shame in their game. I think Walmart's moving up. There's IBM too. But yeah, final 10, man. Get ready. 2 more minutes. Other than that, bro, Rapparoony. Tomorrow's CPI, bright and early, man. And they go, now we're in a bull market. The same people that pump fear when nothing really changed ahead of time. Bro, they were really bad. That's what I'm saying. I don't think we will ever see a level of global uncertainty hit that high ever again. Again, when there is deflation, it's going to go up. But dude, that was manufactured. You've never witnessed that. They brought the whole market down and up 1 year and 1 month. Dude, after they were, and they're still under position. You know that. Wall Street is still under position. So we'll find out when things update, but I'm sure they got to take advantage of that. But the way that all played out was ridiculous. Yeah, U.S. considers large Emirati chip sale. Damn, FINRA. What you said, 5 minutes. So yeah, well, protect, but remember sometimes don't overprotect in the sense of wasting money when you could just take profits, call it a day. But we are at the FOMO zone, so keep in mind we might close exactly where I told. Again, 58.41 was the high of the day, and then like I told you, the level is 58.45. So we are right there. And yeah, final 5 in 20 seconds. Good luck, and let's see where this takes us. Can you announce Archer earnings? When pigs fly. You get it? Because it's a flying car company. So instead of when cars... Okay, yeah, no, I'm probably not, though, to be honest. I'll see. If it comes out easy and I could get it for you, I will. But I don't really follow that company. They'll be praising Trump by next week. No, they're already giving him crap. This is the part that I think everybody's missing. This is why it's very unexpected. Are you guys not realizing? As long as the media... I'm not even going to say this out loud. Fuck that. I'm not even going to tell them what to do. They haven't. I'm not even going to tell them. No, fuck that. I'm going to keep this one to myself. They don't even get it. So, yeah. There's one thing about this, but I don't want to say it because then they'll start doing it. But there's something about this that was silently very, very good about how this all played out. But I don't want to say it because then when I say it, they're going to address it. But that's what, and until it happens, there's no point. So I'll write it down in a Google Doc, and then if it happens, I'll show you the date. But it was bullish today, and there's something about how this played out that there's an elephant in the room they're not saying. And you should ask yourself about how this all played out. I'm speaking about China, Switzerland, and this whole little deal.
The big, beautiful bill. That's not it. But get ready. That's a good bill. We're going to get that signed. And then taxes. Tax breaks for everybody.
Habibi. No, the bond market is about to you're going to do the whole bond market freak out again. So market will run up for a little bit. We'll see how we do it at the FOMO zone. But other than that, bonds are 2 days away from being back at the low of the year. So once they hit that low, yields high, we go back to problem zone. So get ready for that. But till then, you'll get a little bit. Oh, we do got to land. So I'm just going to yell at you. So my mic is already loud. We're about to hit the FOMO zone. I think we're going to close at the level, bro. But if you don't like loud noises, I would just leave or mute your mic because I'm going to yell soon. I'm going to yell really loud. My portfolio is at all-time highs, so I should yell, right? That you wouldn't judge me. You're like, why are you yelling? My portfolio is at all-time highs at one of the worst starts in history ever. Wow. So other than that, though, if you don't want to deal with that, protect yourself. But finalize your plays, and you have CPI tomorrow morning. So if you are going to play that, I would make up your mind right now. And let's call it a day, baby. But other than that, Chatadonia, bring it home. That's it. We're going to close at the FOMO zone, bro. Oh, my goodness. Can you believe? That's beautiful. If we close at where the watch list called it out, exactly, that's just funny. But now we got all-time highs again. Every account. That's insane. So there it is. New high, 58.41. Not much time left, but yeah, so be on watch. Whatever happens with the inflation data or not, you are at the FOMO zone, and we'll see.
You're in a bull market. Yep. Now it's my market. Not Biden's in it. It's mine now. You can tell. Look at it. Watch out, Chad. You only have
1 minute. Go, 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 go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to wrap it up. Bring it home. Finalize those plays. Speak now or forever hold your peace. But if you got a long term and watch the watch list, I think you are rightfully ready to go, baby. So wrap it up. You're at the FOMO zone with 20 seconds. We're going to oh my goodness. Are you kidding? Don't tell me we're going to close right there. Right there. Are you kidding me, Chad? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding 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 ding. Horna. Oh, Chatadonia. Are you kidding me, bro? Chad, I need a good... Look at the chart right now. Look at the high and look at the close. Come on, and you're 2 weeks ago? Chad! Are you serious? The long term? Oh, I need a good game in the Chad, baby. You got long terms at all-time highs. I need a GG. Let's go, baby. Good game. It don't matter if you made money or lost money. You know you learned something. Everybody that contributed brought something to the table. Plays, dudes, vibes, personalities, info. Way to hold it down. And if you held it down, it'll show. It'll show. That long term. Follow the rules. Don't overcomplicate it. Let's go, baby. Good work. And thank you for your time. God bless Chatadonia. Finger to the sky, baby. You know that? It's God be the glory. Not Josh. I ain't do shit, bro. I'm a little Egyptian boy just vibing. God did. Good game. Oh, Twitch. We don't have a Twitch. I forgot. Technical difficulties, Twitch. We'll be on there tomorrow, God willing. But there you go, baby. For real. Y'all were here today and y'all held it down. Thank you, man. Thank you for not getting banned. Thank you for taking care of the community. Thank you for not pumping. Thank you for getting a long term so I can show you. I can show the world that you're the example, bro. Good game. Amen. I need me to rap. You won't see me a lot. Monday through Friday, you need me, let's talk. Ooh, what's this? Fox is launching a AI portfolio or something about media. And then, yeah, you're ripping after the bell, you guys. Do you realize that? Look. So look it. SPX is closing literally the high of the day. This is why. Do you guys see? This is why the watch list too is members only now. Y'all playing me. This is all on the watch list in advance. So once again, even this fucking closing price was on the watch list 2 weeks ago. And that's exactly where we're closing right now. And then we're back. Bro, this is insane. And now you got all-time highs, bro. This is unreal. Actually, technically, we're like $10 off all-time highs. Or 100. Yeah, $50. It should be there. Why did it close there? Hold on. Damn it. Yeah, I was at 247. But yeah, the small account is even up there. But like, bro, yeah, everything we've talked about, Euro dominance or US dominance, Euro, China, please watch the watch list. And I don't say it because I want the views. Again, it's members only. The views don't even matter. I say this because I want you guys prepared. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's why, like, this is why I keep saying I'm not answering the question. Go watch the video. Because if you watch and are prepared, you don't need to ask. You're going to be in advance, bro. You're going to have a jump and be safer. So please, let's go, baby. But wow. Wow. All-time highs. Now they're saying bull market. You're at the levels. But Chad, you're ready to go. You're ready to go, bro. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah. So this one hit. This one, $200 above the all-time high. Or 150. So, yeah, a small account. I want to see Colt's sister, but I might have to. She might have to text me. I don't want to deal with her right now. So, yeah, other than that, finger to the sky. We did it, baby. But, Chad, that's it. I'll wait if there's a couple of earnings, but I do got to get going. Hopefully we have a watch list tonight. I'll see you there. If not, I think you just ride the long term and you'll be good. That's it. You could just stare at the long term and you'll be fine. And then the watch list is on this channel, you guys. So if you are a member of this channel, it's on this channel. It used to be on another channel, but again, to make it, I don't know what it. I'm trying to make it easier. I'm even trying to see. The main channel has just long term. This has just watch list now. Easy to follow along, but again, it's on the live videos. They all have different thumbnails. It says the watch list, the watch list, the watch list. Even on the other channel too. But yeah, that's all you got to do. But it's if you're already a member, so you don't need to buy it. That's part of it. But yeah, other than that, Chad, let me get you one more track, and then we'll see where we're at. But then we might have to wrap it up if there's I don't think there's any crazy earnings. I don't know why we're coming back down, but yeah, you had a little after hours pump. That New York Times chip sale news came in after the bell. Again, I think that's why NVIDIA danced around. But for the most part, CPI tomorrow and everything else. That'll probably be your real big driver. Oh, it won't work if I play it. Damn it. I forgot. If I play it on, I wanted to show you guys Legal's video, but then it like lags if I don't play. Let me play it on the link. Hold on. I'll show you. Are you ready? So this was Legal's idea. He gave me this idea, and I looked at it. I was like, I remember he typed it to me, but now I got to see it come to life. And I like it, but it's kind of scary. Like I said, it's very culty, what you're about to witness. He took an uncle song, and he made a music video by wearing an uncle mask. And it looks scary. It looks like if I start seeing a bunch of uncles, and it looked like I would be terrified, bro. It looks insane, but it's such a vibe. Are you ready? I'll let you see it. Here it is. Here is your music video. I don't think it's completed yet, but he said I could show you. The first ever uncle, non-uncle music video. Welcome.
Please inform the citizens of Gotham that Gotham City has earned the rest from crime. But if the forces of evil should rise again to cast a shadow on the heart of the city, call me.
Question. How do we call him? He gave us a signal.
Goodwill.
Am I crazy? Or are you?
Hey, Will, this shit is fucking
What's beef? Bobby, can you help us? I can't shake this feeling that there's something they tell us. Don't believe the record cause the data was embellished. They can't understand me, so now I'm overzealous. I'm really jealous. The steak looks delicious. The wolves look magnificent. The truth looks vicious. Government benevolent is such a pretty prison. Fit me in your prism. Make all my decisions. I feel like I'm a woman. I feel like I'm the man. Feel like I'm a fish and I'm sitting in the pan. Kids who kill the CEO, they learned about Japan. Refuse to eat the turkey but keep living in the land.
Bro, we already on a watch list. They gonna put us on another watch list if y'all running around with these uncle masks.
Really not afraid
Look at this. Bro, this was the shot. I was like, oh shit. This is so like real, bro.
Think about coming all the time, not the second one. Born brain, fuck you. Why you treat mushrooms like dreams come true? Why you think 2 + 2 = Mewtwo? I don't trust me. Why would I trust you?
I'm going to make America healthier than other countries in the world right now.
Will you guarantee do what every other major country does? That's a simple question.
Dying. And by the way, Bernie, the problem of corruption is not just in the federal agencies, it's in Congress too. Almost all the members of this panel are accepting, including yourself, are accepting millions of dollars from the pharmaceutical industry. And protecting their interests.
Oh, dude, I have a fun fact to tell you about that clip.
Damn, that's a tragedy. World immortal. The truth is the casualty, so I think it really hard. Can you tell me why you mad at me? Disagree with me, so you think that is blasphemy? But in actuality, it's sacrilegious fallacies defending your reality. Fight or flight, I don't judge you being cowardly. You ain't fighting me, bro, you're fighting your insanity. Somebody call Hannity, somebody call Tucker. What happened to the Occupy? What happened to the truckers? Call the other Bobby bitch, what happened to the mothers? Bowen, what happened to the rudders? Biden, you always have that stutter. I don't believe shit, used to only be the butter. My times change, still the evil bigger brother. No red pill, blue pill, it's the last supper.
What? Let's go, baby. The King of Tulsa. Bro, I love it. That's what I was saying. We got to get the masks. I'm going to just send you guys a bunch. Y'all record your own videos wherever, bro. But that's it. But don't freak out the people, man. That's it. We are definitely going on a watch list. If we got like 20,000 just people with these masks everywhere. Oh, dude, I don't have a mask. He made it. He sent me this idea, and I wanted to see it come to life. I didn't think he was going to do it, like go all the way, and he did. I'm like, bro, this is genius. It looks dope, bro. I love it. That's it. So, yeah, once we get some, we'll get them sent out. And then that's it. We'll see who makes something. I love it, bro. The bucket hat. I love it, bro. I love it. Amen. Wow. So Chatadonia, how you living? That's it, man. Oh, I had something else I wanted to tell you. Oh, what was it? Oh, I wanted to tell you something. Damn, I forgot. Why is FedEx, UPS down, FedEx up? Something happened. Oh, yeah, with Bernie. Yeah. So do you remember that clip? And RFK called him out. And then what did Bernie and Elizabeth Warren say? You remember how they were like, no, people donated us, individuals, because they work there and they support us. You remember that? And they were like, no, you got a bunch of individual donations. And he was like, no, yeah. So did you know that's what lobbyists do? That's a lobbyist tactic. So the lobbyists, that's how they could do it. They organize with the companies for the employees to put small donations, because then it doesn't trigger any of the campaign finance stuff. So yeah, it's a loophole. So that way, pretty much, if you are getting a lot of individual payments by like $100, $200, that's most likely a lobbyist who has organized that. Because most people don't do that naturally. Yeah. I didn't know that till I started looking into it a little bit more. And yeah, there's a clip. There's some lobbyists who talk about it and explain it. If you actually look into it. Ta-da! But yeah, there you go. Other than that, Chad, long term, finger to the sky. So Chatadonia, on that note, God bless you. I hope you had a great day. I hope you had a wonderful day. And God bless the future. That's the long term. But that is all that we have. I hope you enjoyed it. Go read the books, Richest Man in Babylon, Proverbs, New Living Translation, and The Strangest Secret in the World. And don't forget why we're here. Why we keep going. Why that faith, hope, and love ain't ever going out of style. And why you ain't using this opportunity just, give me the grace, because I meant, no, you taking it to the next level this time, bro. That's it. It's time to let go. It's no more. Who cares what's not completed? You have enough evidence already, baby. Look at your life. Let's go. Lock in. Why, baby? Why? Finger to the sky, baby. To God be the glory, and through the grace of God alone. Amen. Amen. Woo! Chatadonia. Let's go, baby. Long term. Are you going to go house shop every day? No matter what the long term. Like I said, bro, 5 years in, 10 years, we going to get that million. You thought you would never touch $1 million? Watch. That's it. Stocks and real estate. Be diligent. Save it. But we got to hunt. We got to look. That's it. You have the money. It's there. 5 years ago, you would have said, no, it's impossible. 5 years ago, you were thinking about what's impossible. Now you're like, holy fuck, it's right there. Now it's just a matter of finding the right deal. You hunt every day. It'll show up just how the money showed up. Oh, man, I don't. Chad. Yeah, listen, Josh is right. I don't agree with him when he says I'm a senile old fuck, but he's right about that. And if you believe in the future, you'll plan, you'll make it the future. I tell you, my son didn't believe in the future. Now he does coke. He does a lot of crack, cause I spoiled him. But you're not the son of a president, so you can't sell Solana or do coke. That means you save, okay? Save your money.
I'm not gonna lie. Joe has a point. Josh is right. Save the money. His son does coke. Mine sell you crypto. Kinda the same thing if you ask me. I don't even know. What's crypto? I thought it was a body part. I thought they had something on their feet. I said crypto? I don't know about crypto. Athlete's foot. Either way. Get a long term. Listen to Josh. Save 10%. That's a good amount. That's where we are with China. I said, If Josh won't go lower than 10, why would we? 10% minimum. That's it. That's it. That's all. I'll see you on the watch list. Have a good one. Goodbye, China. We did the deal. Look at that. We did the deal. I know. They thought we'd never do a deal, but we did it. Now it's a bull market. They said it was a bear market. Look at that. It's my market now.